You guys shining too much, right?
By the way, on your Russ, shut up from there. I like these glasses.
Ready?
Yeah. I'm like this with phone call coming in so early. Good afternoon, morning, Bart. Morning. Straight up. Who is that, please?
Listen to you, man. No flow. Last year.
Give thanks, General. Last year. Okay. Sing. Straight up.
Thank you, listener, who always listens to us all the time.
Yeah, man.
Greetings, listener.
She has a greeting on them word there.
Bless.
Give thanks, Fireball. Respect, Fireball. Yes. What was I saying before I was so kindly?
What do you think what type of behaviours do you think that a mother is projecting onto a son, which would then give him, what was the term, mirror man.
I just made the term really, but
mirror man is a good term. So what do you think could be happening in the child rearing from the mother that would make him into a mirror man?
Mirror mad.
Oh, mirror mad. Oh, okay.
Children are a sponge. And whoever is around that child will learn from that person.
So you're implying that the mum spends all the time in the mirror, so the child is looking at that as a boy and then equally copies that behaviour?
Yes. And check out the new Mirror Madness now.
Mirror Mad or Mirror Man?
Check out the new thing.
I love the term, I tell you.
I have to
wait. Write that down. We have to start writing some of these terms down so we can always come back to
Tyrone, you're totally interrupting my speech,
Mirror
but you have to
Man.
go. You have to do it. Because as long as you call, you have to talk. Yes.
Look, I will be quick.
Yes.
With this thing, this term here, Pastor.
Yeah.
Man cause this problem them have these days.
Yes.
Because them wrong with the father.
Tyrone, we haven't moved on to that point yet. Can we just deal with the mirror man
It's all linked
topic?
It's all linked in.
You have to rush the argument,
So, Father.
Yeah.
The way me see it is, the people who listen to City Lock and live in London
Yeah.
get vexed with you when you say it. After these church sisters get vexed with you when you say it.
Yeah.
And certain artists
Yeah.
get vexed when you say it. So, me know the scripture. Me been coming to church long time. So me might as well say it. I mean, I care if me get in trouble with these church sisters.
Yeah, but you're stubborn and stuck in your ways.
Look, if
Say it again, Tyrone. Say what you want me to say. Say what you want to say.
But honestly, there's ways where you can't get tricked by a man. As long as you don't take these sexy women serious.
You can't get tricked by them.
No. But with these ugly women, them are the exception to the rule.
The rule, not the rule, the rule.
The rule, whatever you want to call it. Them are the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Because you can take ugly women serious because them can't give you blood.
Tyrone.
Because you're not going to have an ugly woman in the blue.
Tyrone.
I know.
Tyrone, goodbye for now.
One more thing.
Okay.
The main thing we preach in this church on Wednesday.
Yes.
Is slap and go. Shang.
Ching.
Thank you, Tyrone.
What were you asking me again? About
mirror. The mirror mad. So I asked you what could be happening in the child's upbringing which could result in a male child specifically becoming mirror mad.
If you notice here, most of the young boys nowadays, they have this thing about, they even sing about it, where they sing about the clothes that they wear. Men, you have about 1,000 songs, and everybody in the song are sing about them shoes, them crepe, them shirt, them trousers. That's a female trait, to sing about the clothes that you wear, to show off the clothes that you wear.
You see, I always, when I listened to those songs, I always associated the lyrics with status, and it's like a bragging about what a person can afford to buy.
But in the dancehall world, it's mostly women that normally show off on their stuff. And then the young men that grow up with mothers only, mostly, they grow up showing off about clothes as well. And then it becomes the norm that men show off and sing about the way that they dress. But it's not manly to be showing off your attire. You dress. All right, check out me now. You see, when me go out today, if me dress the smartest or the normalest, I don't walk past the mirror them in the shops, you know, the glass, and be looking at myself every minute.
Is that not just vanity though? Is that just
no, but this is how men think nowadays, because the phone is now the next mirror madness. Men start doing this like up in the ear.
They're loving up themselves.
Yeah. No, men start going on Snapchat and have the phone over their head like ladies now, because who they see do these things. Yeah. The mirror mad people.
Yeah. Look, I mean, personally, I like a well-groomed man. I like a man that likes to take care of himself.
Yes.
I like a man that likes to go to the gym, but
yes.
I don't want somebody who is like super vain and in the mirror all the time. Or, you know, I was reading this article actually about women who wear their partner's clothes and vice versa. And the article was focused mainly on these tight trousers and you know, if a partner wears the same size trousers, how easy it was for them to shop together because they can wear each other's clothes.
Okay, this one's crazy. Good morning. Hello. Shang. Shunde.
Yes, man. You know, you see, once a woman see a man start wear the woman clothes, that's why you find them man wear some tight up pants nowadays.
Thank you, King. Yes.
And them run competition now with the woman.
Yeah.
Sean.
And you know,
wear tight pants around here.
That's right. And correct me if I am going to make a wrong statement, but you know, there was a whole argument that Phantom Moja brought in tight pants wearing into the dance hall.
I don't think it was him, but he was one of the forerunners them that really stuck to it, and nobody expect him to do it.
Any man starts wearing tight pants and start running competition with the woman.
That's right.
Mama. Start wearing tight pants. If you tell him to drop them pants, I'm going to bikini as well.
Shang.
It's a feminization.
You see a man start wearing tight pants, strap them underwear.
A G-string boy I wear too. Give time. Should they?
Wear tight pants on you. Pants have
room.
We don't climb the tree and jump down our pants.
No, I grease up and wear plastic one for going to clothes.
Do that. Once you start wearing tight pants, competition is there with the woman. If something wrong with the house there.
Yes. Oh, some breakdown. Give time to boss.
It's only sharing pants, you know.
Thanks, my brother.
Thank you, King. What am I doing? How does this? Is it how they interpreting my behavior? What am I wearing? You know, my language. Language is really, really important, right?
That is a Batman thing. That is very Batmanish. You can go wear your own woman clothes. That's very Batmanish thing to do.
Come on. This is a radio program. You can't say those words. You can say fish or crab or eel.
Gender neutral.
We're not so familiar with this word.
Closing business, you know. What have I done? You start.
That is not gender neutral. Tight pants of a woman, baggy pants of a man. When I get up and take on a woman clothes, all man care about the road you see. No man, I'm sitting there wrong.
That brother Daps. Yo,
Parter.
Yeah.
You're totally correct. These women out here trying to feminize the man because them think them perfect. But if you feminize the man, there's gonna be more fish in the world.
If she feminizes the man, she leave the man and get a masculine man and try to feminize him. And if she succeeds in feminizing him, then she will move on to the next masculine man and try to feminize him and keep it moving as long as she lives. That is what happened in here.
Yes. But Pastor, honestly and truly, we know the national dish of Jamaica But Akialomia dealing with me no, Pastor.
No, sir.
Like fish, you know, Pastor.
Go on.
Especially these mackerel out on road, Pastor. They want to be strong, independent, yet they want a man.
Shung.
Pastor.
Shung. Wait. Brother Daps again. That was Tyrone right there. One more for Brother Daps.
Somebody just five stop there and tell me that Tyrone coming like we a tight party.
Somebody just wait, I gotta
Tyrone,
please.
Tyrone needs to.
Somebody just five stop there and tell me that Tyrone coming like we a tight party.
You know he's gonna call now, right?
Tyrone, don't defend it, Tyrone, don't defend it. Jallo, call the other line, Jallo, call the other line. Jallo, call the other number, please.
On the top before the man with the tight jeans and them tight up pants and thing, you see?
Yeah.
You can see it all designed, you know, because years ago the white man make a plan, you know. They must slowly take the black man out of his trousers, you know. All right, no trousers down to him body and him knee. A dress they want to put all of them in.
Yeah.
Because every man on earth come like, you know, every nation of a man on earth, them is like them, they idolize the black woman, so that man wants to be the black woman.
My word.
All of them, the white man, he wants to be a black woman.
What is?
You see me? So that's why you see all of them things that come from, and it's all design, man. Take them out of them pants slowly. So all of the jeans and things where they make now, them design them up different to fit on them, so they don't have to dry it up on them body. They can go where they want to go right and I need them body and sit down there and it's all right. So all of them things are designed for them now.
King, can I make a point? You know, on this low pants wearing, do you know that the whole style of this low pants wearing came from American prisons, right? And you know that the reason why the pants were dropped was because prisoners are not allowed to have belts because they don't want them to hang themselves. And then it's become a sort of a normalized culture now for boys to kind of wear low pants, but it's also a signal in prisons that you're, as a male, you are available for a relationship. And remember, you're in an all-male prison. So, you know, these things have signs, you know, to other people. So we just want to make people aware that you might just think it's a fashion trend and everyone's wearing their pants low, but actually there is a wider meaning, like an allegory story.
And the black man, they must realize that them can't be some style of it past them. They can't
That's right.
Every style they come in.
That's right. You can be.
Style them have to go past with.
That's right. You can be modern, but you don't have to be Western.
We can't blame the black woman for some of them careless man them, cause them just want to be a woman. Cause they want too much TV.
Feminization of the black male.
Yeah, they want too much TV and see it and they come here everywhere. So the whole of them gullible to try anything right now. They're not firm.
I think that we also have to understand about impressions and how impressionable we are as people.
All right, my brother, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, my brother.
King, we're just going to take a call, okay?
Take a call.
Hello? Yo.
Yeah, give thanks, man. Give thanks. I'm on road driving those things. Excuse like any noise in the background.
Yeah.
Who's that, Jello?
You know what I mean? But, yo, big up.
Hi, Jello. You see, I recognized your voice, you see?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks, King.
Like, so, listen. It's like, what I think here, I think these boys are on the attack. Like, most of these boys on road.
Yeah.
Like, our young boys, like, they are all on the attack. Especially, like, the black boys. Like, they're on the attack. Seriously. Because, like, the way you see, like, some of them niggas, like, you wonder, like, hold on, why are you so feminine, man? Why you weak? Even when they talk, it's like, even with their voices, like, you don't your man voice, it's like they give their feminine voice instead, like, can you imagine, as a boy?
My brother, you have to attribute that, Jello, to the brought up. See, they brought up with mom only, and you will take off of whoever you learn from. Yeah,
but also, I think that there's another element. I think there's an element of, we know that there is an agenda to suppress the black male. That's number one. And we also know that there are loads of societal pressures against black men. And I've seen many black men who are suppressed because of society. It could be in work, in education, in lots of things, but also in the culture. And you know, where you begin to start losing your own identity and culture and strength, other things start stepping in, you know, and it's all part of the spectrum of what Jello's saying. There's a feminization of the black male.
Of the boys, man, they're under attack. I'm not gonna lie, because when you check it out more time, there's single parents out there with boys, and they don't know how to raise them. They don't know how to deal with the boys. Like, you get me? They try to turn them.
Jala, let me tell you something, Jala. Let me tell you something, Jala. You see, like a while when Sister Aisha start explaining about social pressures and all these things, what she's doing is diverting the blame from where the stem is from.
Oh,
if I set a trap for somebody and the person got fall in the trap, I fit him problem that.
No, I think that's
it's not me. It's not me successful, you know. I'm an idiot.
I think that actually, you know, that is.
So if all our children and we grew up with their mother alone, and I can turn to like a sussy man and some mangina as chemists call them.
Excuse me, are we going to have?
Mother them.
Are we going to have?
If me set my trap and I catch nobody, I because people them smart.
Are we going to have an intellectual debate?
You know, I always want to blame. Oh, it's because of slavery. Mr. Slavery. No. This is what no. You didn't say that, but this is what I always go to.
No one's
this
always
is
going.
Today. Me never get slave, you know. Me if you have sense. Before parents them get slave, me ain't get no slave.
I thought we were going to have an intellectual.
Me not have intellectual conversation and lead nowhere.
If you don't know where your root comes
Smart
from, you
people
don't know where your
talk.
branches come from. That is a wooden argument, and it's very rigid, and it's also very aggressive. Jello, you see where you start now? What time is it? It's not even 12 o'clock. You start. Put there. You're one, you know, Pastor.
Alright, give thanks. I'm gone.
Thanks, Jello.
Look what you did. Look at that now. Nobody with me this too, you know.
Man. Hello.
Sean.
Shank.
I'm not slavery thing, you know, Sean.
Say again.
I'm not slavery thing, man. The boy them just see the woman them and just want the competition thing with the woman them. They're not comfortable in them own clothes.
Yeah.
You understand? So my grandfather don't call them octopus. Them want them try to spud. Them want spuds. You only say, one to them octopus,
Yeah.
And so my grandfather call them octopus.
And what is that? Why? Okay, what's the affiliation with the octopus? Is it because they've got several tentacles trying to do different things?
Shunde. Thank you, my brother.
Was that the reason?
I don't know, but that is.
Why you never asked?
Reds, big up. Listen.
Go on.
You see, when I love jumping at the ad, wait there, we can't.
Look what you started now. You see.
City like radio. Hello.
Yes, Pastor. I said some of them behavior come from the food. The McDonald's, the KFC, the Burger King. It's transformed the man because they inject the animal them with so much hormone. And the man name the one for chicken wing when it was about to inject them under the wing. And the one of them are behave like a grow titty and all of a sudden behave bad.
Well, listen, King, can I just interrupt you there?
To the system.
That's a very good
just
point.
Woman, because them single woman might bring up enough decent man, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And then bring them up firm to so.
Not the majority though. Not the majority.
Right. King, can I also make a point on what you said? Now, this is what I would call as a valid contribution to the discussion. Because have you noticed that you see these chicken shops, if you go into a wealthy area, you do not see one. Those chicken shops are placed in lower social economic places.
Where
you have people who are already living either on the poverty line, below it, or just above it.
Let me tell you something. Let me add in something to that, yeah. You see, when me have a son, we are 24 now. You see, when me and him used to power, me live with him, me and his mother live together. He used to say, "Bun McDonald's, bun KFC." That's my little son, you know. You see, nowadays, before he turn ras up, he used to eat it because what? Me and his mother not there again. So me not in his brain, I tell him, say, bun McDonald's, bun KFC, them there's something good for you.
Yeah,
but when him and mommy together, what you want, burger?
Parental influence is key, but also
then that's where it start from.
You also have to look at the social
Me can't set me trap. Me can't set me trap and see who me catch.
If you see schools after school is out, all those children are outside those chicken shops. If you go into Chelsea, if you go into Knightsbridge, you don't see those chicken shops.
No, the reason I can set my trap.
They're placed in lower social
I can open my shop
areas.
and who come there.
And he's
if
right.
you not get guidance and say, don't go there, so.
Yeah, that is true. He is right about the injections and how that affects young people. And this is why there's also a feminization. Because
Talk the truth.
Like, man start the problem. But truly and honestly, no man wants to see him kid born and then have nothing to do with him for the next 18 years of his life. It's these women who then decide at some point they want to settle down, and then when them have them youth, them decide, oh, man a dog, me want to be strong and independent.
Them can go on. Slap and go.
So the easiest way to deal with this, Pastor, is if you don't want to settle down, ladies, there's femidom out there. There's injection out there.
All these things.
And yet these women are always blaming the man when they breed.
You know how come they just breed by accident, so.
Tyrone, I agree with part of what you're saying.
If them breed for a madman, you should do a background check on these man them.
And then just, I'm pregnant. Oh my God, I'm pregnant. Like, you don't know yourself.
Yeah, but what about the men? I mean, people have got to take responsibility.
We are dog, we are angel.
Those arguments
act like an angel,
no valid.
Angel. Angel act like
not
it.
valid anymore.
You know, angel act like it.
Me hear it all the time. I didn't mean to get pregnant. My child was an accident. How many types of contraception are there for women?
And there are also contraceptions for men.
One.
There is a contraception for man, and there's two. There's you said a word.
Abstinence.
Abstinence. Thank you, Tyrone. And tell me your experience, Bank.
Look. Me, one of the youngest church members, right?
And so where does all this wealth of knowledge come from?
Because
where you
I
give advice.
And the amount of times me get born.
How many years of your life?
Age. So the easiest way to deal with it is telling these people younger than me not to fall in the same trap me did.
Okay, well, fair enough. Thank you for your contribution.
So the easiest way to deal with it
is
the way me see it before me end it, Pastor.
Yeah.
It is that you ladies, I see it all the time, are letting the younger generation make the same mistakes you did and expecting different results.
Sure.
Well,
me trying to preach to the younger generation behind me. Not to make the same mistakes we did and expecting different results.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The way to deal with it
is
slap and go and don't take either one serious. Slap and go, my God.
Straight up, Tyrone. Thank you very much for that slap and go encouragement. Tyrone is a steadfast church member on the slap and go
regime. We're going to big up some people on this Instagram now. I don't want problem. It says, Mum charged with murder. Drove son to carry out fatal machete stabbing in Sydenham.
Terrible.
So,
Mom.
The article reads, a mother is alleged to have driven her son and 3 others in a car to carry out a fatal machete stabbing in Sydenham. I won't call the person's name. So these persons are charged with the murder of a 17-year-old. I won't call out that person's name
17-year-old.
Exactly. So the mother allegedly drove her son and the 3 youths to Hazel Grove in Sydenham as part of a pre-planned attack before 4 machete-wielding teens allegedly stabbed the victim. The 3 youths are also charged with murder but cannot be identified for legal reasons, and their ages are 14, 15 and 17. So the mother appeared at the Old Bailey on Monday, the 26th of April, which was the first court appearance, and since then has been charged in connection with the fatality. There's also been charges of possessing an offensive weapon in a public place. The prosecutor told the court that the case is committed, that they have committed this murder together. So is that like a joint enterprise?
Yes, yes. Co-accused.
The prosecution's case is that the defendant's mother drove the defendants and 3 others to a location where the car screeched across the road. The defendant and 3 others got out armed with machetes and where they stabbed this young man to death. I'll leave it there. Discuss.
I just want to tell you that there's enough mothers that out here that's willing to do that right now.
And can I add to you, Horny Pastor, that, okay, if we've got a spectrum of behaviour from mothers, and we're not dogging down all people because there are really good mothers, and like the King just said in the last call previous to Tyrone, that there are good single mothers that have raised good, strong children. But
people have been trying about looking for fix all the time. What will fix
Everybody's looking for fix.
I gave them the solution long time. I tell the woman, no, you wanna? I know the solution to the problem. Them try everything. I tell them, stay with the man where breed you.
Yeah, but what about if things have moved on from there?
Hello?
What do you do then?
Pastor.
How is it, Tyrone?
Sir.
Tyrone, give somebody else a chance for Carly, no?
Look. Me the top church member. I mean, not. I ain't trying to promote the church out there. Me give people them time. But when we have a point.
Yes.
It's with the issue is, until these ladies change their mindset, nothing can go change.
Nothing can go fix.
Because most families these days, what people call modern families, are single mothers.
Yes.
So until these ladies rethink their situation.
Well, I like that part, Tyrone.
That a child needs both male and female role models. Nothing can change.
Well, that part of your contribution was good. Thank you for offering one solution, Tyrone, which is that, mothers need to rethink.
So the easiest way to deal with it, either you got 2 options.
Tyrone's got to go.
The first man will breed you, and you stay with, because none of these churches that have medical man breed them. Stay with one of the man that breed you at least.
At least. Thanks, Tyrone.
Thanks, Tyrone.
Shing. Priestwood. Yes, my brother. Straight up.
Greetings, Priestwood.
I want to see the studio with you. Sister Aisha.
Yes, it's her.
Greetings, Priestwood.
Yes, Sister Aisha. Hannah and Manners,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Well, say, sometimes I don't even know where to start. Sometimes it's like that sometimes. But anyway, let me get straight to the thing.
Yeah.
I man get some secret information.
Yes.
Say some unscrupulous and some unsavory, and even some mangina
character.
That them want to overthrow the Holy Tabernacle.
We can sense it, pick it up.
So we are now officially under siege.
Can tell we're under siege.
Yeah, man. And you see this thing, it all are coming like Israel versus Palestine.
They want to sanction us.
You see? And so, right now, may that scratch me on the pastor. May I ask you a question? You have any place in the tabernacle where we can hide?
Definitely. It's a place of refuge in here.
Not for cheaters, though. Remember, he's cheating between me and Lady Gaga.
Sister Aisha, I give it the secret.
Yeah, exactly. Priestwood. So you're still in the doghouse, darling. We're forgiving you now, but you're still in the doghouse.
Oh gosh, you better make case and come out for the work.
That's right. You're creeping back with your tail between your legs, you see?
The secret.
That's right.
Find me now.
Thanks, Priestwood. Straight up.
Sunday, can I hear a bit of an amen? When the church gets a fire, I need to hear a lot of noise, man.
Some material.
We're under siege.
We are under siege. When the church in the fire, we need to hear the noise, man. The shoe along and the show. Yes, that's what I want to hear, Papa. That's what I want to hear.
I got you, my brother. I got you, my brother. I got you now. I got you.
The church in the fire, man. Fire is in the church. Fire is in the hole.
All of you catch fire, King. All of you catch fire.
Fire in the hole.
Brother. Yes, brother.
Hey, Shunde, thank you, my brother. Fire in the hole. Tyrone.
So, before the ad break come in, I'd just like to point out that the way these church sisters and other ladies can solve their problem with them child. So, if you don't want the problem of your baby father, but you know your child has to see them daddy, you can simply let your baby daddy slap you in your glue so you get your vitamin S levels up, and your child gets to see daddy as well.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Have to be together.
They don't have to be together.
Essentially, you're perpetuating, single and dysfunctional homes. Tyrone, I'm going to send your son over to train you up. You want training?
Some of these baby mothers can't be lived with because them can't get too much problem.
Just slap and go.
Tyrone, you need to be in a modern home, a modern, educated Western home.
No fight baby mother, them and look for people, other people, baby father, if you come be them.
Other people, man, innit?
Yeah, if you come settle down with them, when they try to work it out and talk about
relationship. People life, other people, man, innit?
You mentioned one word a little while ago, relationship can't work out no longer. Every relationship can work out.
I never said that. I did not say that. Why would I say that?
Church sisters.
Go on, talk fast, yeah.
These church sisters don't want to stay with their own baby father, but will happily run a happy family.
That's right, Tyrone. That's one of the.
Thank you, brother. Let me take a next caller before the ad break. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Straight up. Good point. Hello. Next caller, quickly, please.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hey.
Good afternoon, Queen.
Hello, sis. My phone's connected to the car, so is it fuzzy on your side?
It's perfect. Get into it. Just get into it, my dear.
Okay, right. So there's so many points that I want to touch on. I don't even know if I will remember to say everything that was spoken about, but I'll just focus on what I remember. So my name's Natasha. I'm a mother of 3 children, 16, 11, and I had a lockdown baby last year. From my own experience, regardless of your situation, I think the problem that we have in this day and age is too much blame. From the mothers to the fathers, too many parents are focusing on blaming the other parent rather than focusing on what's best for the child.
Listen to me. If you get somewhere, you have to find out the problem and find out the culprit and then move on from there.
That's it.
So, the blaming thing...
One contributing... Sorry.
You go on.
And your next point, Queen, go on.
In my opinion, that's one contributing factor. Even in this show, I've heard so many people, the mothers, the fathers, this, that. It takes 2. You have fathers that want to be there for their children. The mother's not letting them see their child. You have mothers that want the father to be there. The father don't want to be there for the child. Regardless of the situation, the children are always affected. The children are never put first. I've been a single mother, right? I know what it's like. But let me tell you something. From a young age, I had my son when I was 18. I made the choice. You know what, Tash? You're not going to get to go out and party with your friends all the time. You're not going to get to do the party islands, this, that.
Nice.
I wasn't trying to do both. There's no in between. It's either or. And that's the thing with a lot of young mums. And this is to all the young mums out there. You made a choice. You can't blame a man there for you let him in. Yeah? If you get pregnant and you decide to keep your child, you're making a choice.
Sister, the ad break coming, sister, but we thank you. Call back after the ad break, please. Very good point that young lady have right there.
The station.
Whether it's designed for ladies or not, we're here. And we're here to stay.
Just a second, let me hook the proper listing up. What's a second there? Hey, I'm hearing you clearly now.
I just want to say that the woman that was just on, she was saying some truth.
Yeah, but I just want to add to like what you're saying about how the woman's just sticks with the man. I think I agree with it. Like sometimes there's so much things going on. Like the man could be abusive. You know, sometimes you get somebody and then they show you one colour and then they're a completely different person. You know?
Thank you,
so
sister.
So much factors you can't stay with someone and they change on you.
Every lady always call a phone, whichever platform it is, and talk about abuse. Where's the police report?
There doesn't have to be a police report. I mean, come on, that is a legitimate argument that she's making.
I'm asking her a question. I want to hear what she got to say.
Go ahead, Queen.
The thing is, when you're with someone, you have to talk because you don't.
All right,
we're losing you.
Your phone is going in and out like when people are doing it.
Oh, you know, everything is a sexual connotation.
Something is not right with your phone. Is that a Bluetooth or something or something?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Sometimes we can hear you perfectly and sometimes not. But anyway, try now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, it's clear now. Go for it.
Yeah, so sometimes there's so much more.
All right, we lost you again. I don't know, what should we...
Come on, get into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes...
I feel like I'm echoing.
Just speak quickly.
Are you listening to the radio?
Sometimes there's so much more things, so you can't just tell the woman to get back with the man, you know?
All right. Let me tell you something, a solution to the problem. You see, whatever you are doing, let's say it's you is the problem. Let's say it's you in the situation. Whatever you are doing to get the man angry, stop doing it.
Listen, Queen.
No.
No, it's not as easy as that.
It is.
No, it's not. He's a misogynist.
If your children is doing something, that get you angry and you will beat them, if they stop doing it, would there be a problem anymore?
But sometimes people don't listen.
Would there be a problem if they stop doing it? Would there be a problem anymore?
No, they wouldn't.
That is the situation. So if you stop doing whatever he's getting angry at you about, if you really want it to work, you stop doing that.
I think what the lady is saying is that this man could have had pre-existing issues. It's not. Queen, I understand what you're saying. You know? We're dealing with a very blinkered view that pastor has sometimes, that the blame is always on the side of the female.
No, the blame is that
everybody has problems. Can I spin? Okay. Can I finish? Everybody has their own personal issues, and you could be with somebody who has many issues that they haven't presented, and during the course of a relationship, you know, those behaviors.
As soon as a woman get pregnant, it seems that she and her baby father can't get along. They could have get along perfectly before.
They start displaying these behaviors.
But the thing is, sometimes men get too comfortable, and that's the problem. Like before, the man would want to take the woman out, do this, do that. As soon as the baby comes, that's it. The woman is not showered with gifts. The man don't take her out, and that's the problem. Okay, then.
All right, let me tell you something. What a woman like in a relationship, a woman like the first part. Nothing remains at the first part. Okay? So that's why women leave. That's why women leave many men and go to many men, because they like the first part of every relationship.
Look, we're not always going to be in a honeymoon period.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, surely people understand that relationships at the beginning.
After that, the flowers and the Epa gift them stop. We're focused on now making this child now become the best adult in the world. We are men, and we're not focused on wooing you every single time.
I think
and that's the problem.
Well, that's the problem. The problem is you want to get wooed. The problem is you want to get wooed every time.
Hold on a minute. From a female perspective, I think
that's the problem. That's how you keep the relationship with staying the same.
So that means that you have problems staying in relationship then.
I don't. I'm just saying, as an overall point, I think it's a problem.
I think I would like to add...
People change and they get too comfortable in their relationship.
Yeah, but I would also like to add a view from a female perspective. You can't expect somebody to be constantly... that cannot be your expectation in a relationship. That you're not constantly showered with gifts, that you're not loved. Because if that is what you're measuring the mark of a relationship with, then that's problematic, as far as I'm concerned.
And the next thing,
I don't think you understand. I'm saying that's how he got the woman, so he needs to keep
No. That is not how life is. That is what TV say. That is not how life is. After I get you, I have you now. All I need to do is to treat you nice.
And also you have
at
different
special occasion
goals.
you get things.
Yeah, you have relationship goals, and a
it's not about the first part anymore.
Not only
we have somebody that want to merge the conversation. Please don't get off the phone, my dad. Don't get off. Hello?
From a man's point of view, yeah? We've been cutting down these roses, and the woman them love the roses that we keep them, yeah?
Yeah.
Those roses are dead. We cut them down, they're not alive. She loved the roses, so we give her roses. We give her a kid. She get 9 months to think. So you think that the roses, the live roses are something.
So she got a child from it. She get roses at first, and now she got the best blessing.
Yes, that's the best blessing. So the roses
there's no to it
now. Right?
Yes.
So she have to accept there's a lot of change now. She get 9 months to look after the kid. The man gonna be there with her if you wanna be there with her. You have some real man out there willing to stay with the woman there.
Yeah.
Willing to stay with the picnic. But they don't want that. They don't want that. Them are looking to the dead roses that we used to give them. The live roses come now. Save yourself if we look after you and the live roses. That's what the picnic are talking about.
You know something? I love that analogy that you've given, King. I just love that because Pastor and I were just speaking in the.
Living at this fantasy world and watch much TV.
Yeah, I mean, I love the analogy that you've given because the child is the most precious thing that anybody could give a person, and you can't be looking at vanity and being showered with gifts over.
Don't blame her for that, you know. Don't blame her for that, you know. You just lack of knowledge.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying that cannot be the focus of a relationship.
Yeah. When my woman look at me and tell me before me and her break up, yeah. A woman run England. Whatever she tell the police will believe her.
Yeah, well, the police works both ways. The law works both ways as well.
And when the police this what me have to say. As she, when the police she let attack goes. And I'm a woman was the problem. But what? When she come and she ball, you know the shed tears.
Alligator, crocodile.
Alligator tear. One below the tear. We don't know it's full of London Bridge. Yeah?
Yeah.
And she ball that tears, and when she ball that my woman said when she don't ball, the police have to believe her, right? She's right.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, King, that things have changed now, and trust me, the law knows. It has. No. It is changing. The law works both ways. The law works both ways. I'm gonna.
Thanks, bro. The phone ring like crazy.
I'm gonna give you an. Are you gonna take an? I'm gonna give you an example. You know, I have a colleague.
I'm on the phone.
Oh, right. Yeah, keep listening. I have a colleague who works in foster care, and she's quite senior. And what they do, if any children come to their attention now, and they are presented with the mother, they track down the father, because there is no longer this argument that women are going to say that fathers are not involved, they don't know the father, you know, the father is this, the father is that. The authorities now are making sure that they track down that man to get his side of the story. And in many of the cases, children have been returned to their dad where the mother has been seen to be unfit. So things are changing. It was like that. Everything that King said is true, but things are changing. So don't let anybody think that they can overrule you or overshadow you or scare you or threaten you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, it's Natasha. Thank you for the advert.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Natasha.
Hi. This conversation is just so interesting. Now it's gone on to that word appreciation, but I just want to go back to what I was saying before, because my focus personally is always the children, and this mentality, it has such a rippling effect. So with regards to what I was saying before about children, right? From when they are born, they are absorbing everything you teach them, feed them, give them. Over the years, as a young mum, I have seen many examples where children are exposed. Whether it's in conversation, they're given a phone with no guidance as to what they might be watching. They're sat in front of the TV. They're left at home. You understand me? All of these things over the years contribute to the way a child's mind is developed.
Yeah.
So a lot of these youths that are out on road, the focus is stabbings and boys, but let's not get it twisted. It's young girls as well. They are so lost. A whole lot of Nicki Minaj and Cardi B walking around confused. It's a lot of confusion. And the thing is that as elders, we're constantly saying, what's wrong with this youth? Why are they doing that? No, we taught them this. All those conversations you were having with your friends, I was raised, as I'm sure you were, Pastor. Big people are talking, come out the room. No. Children are exposed. And we are responsible for that. And then as they get older, we blame them for the way that they are behaving.
Yeah. For what we taught them.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, also, that word bitterness. A lot of mothers out here, right? I know what it's like for the spirit of bitterness to enter your system. But you see what it is? You have to fight it and block that out. Get on your knees, pray. Whatever you need to do, do it. And let me give you an example. Because you see me, I keep it real. I don't talk like I'm perfect. My son was 2 years old and me and his dad caught up. Where his dad stormed out left. Now, I could have been that mum that was like, see, you. But let me tell you what I did. I turned around, I saw my son, who looked just like his father.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people can relate to this, but they won't say it. I looked at my son and I went, oh, and you look just like him. You see, as I've done that, I checked myself and I said, no. I said, forgive me. I said, I will never do that again. I will never do that again.
Yes, sister.
I will not become bitter and my child suffers for the way I feel towards his dad.
Yes,
I need to separate those. I was 19 years old when I had that mindset. We have to be on point with our own choices, our own thoughts.
Yes, sister.
We can't keep blaming other people. A father can't keep blaming the mother. A mother can't keep blaming the father. Learn to be responsible for what you are doing. Because the only person that will be affected is the child. Because the child is growing up in constant confusion. And then they grow up lost. The girls are loose. The boys are stabbing. It's a rippling effect. Right? Parents, put your children first from a young age. Don't be trying to do it when you think they understand when they're teenagers. And then you want to be interested in them or keeping them close. By that time, it's already set. They're not interested in you. They're interested on what other people have taught them on the street because you weren't teaching them as a parent from a young age. They grow up and they learn elsewhere. You understand? What else was I going to say? Just back to what the lady, and then I'm going to go, because other people, I could go on, but other people need to speak. So the lady was saying, oh, you know, the guy doesn't buy gifts and do this and do that anymore. Now, I'm sure that's not her shallow mindset. Yes, that is a contributing factor, but there's so much more to it. There's both sides. And as a woman, for example, having a child, we go through feelings, we go through postnatal depression that a man can't relate to. So then as women, we have an expectation of what we think our man should be doing for us. No. Sis, love yourself first. Don't rely on a man.
That young lady is just working off lack of knowledge. She are not clued up about how men act and what she should expect. So I will sympathize with her a lot because, you know what I mean? And she's trying to be young.
It's still an expectation.
That is a point, and that's why, as elders, we have to guide the younger generation because they're lost. Children have been having children for years, and it's said in the Bible that this would be the case, right? And with that, a child can't raise a child. Now, I was a young girl, but the thing is with me is that I held on to my principles. I never lost them.
Yeah.
I know what I was taught. And I never went out in the world and thought, oh, child, you know what, forget what mummy, or in my case, grandma and granddad taught me. Let me just do my own thing now. No, I remember the wisdom that was taught to me. I was lucky. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are a lot of people, a lot of children that grow up without that wisdom behind them.
Sister, I want to say something to you, yeah? Could you please get a YouTube channel, please? And,
oh, wow.
And start talking the way like how you're talking, and talk to young ladies out there, because I try to do it and they don't listen to me. It's offensive. But if you as a lady go out there and say it from your experience point of view and all these things, and talk to young women and make them know, you might get a whole of subscribers. Who knows?
This is something I have considered, if I'm honest with you, and I am very passionate about helping others, because I think in this day and age of social media, that's just gone way, it's just gone too far now. I have to check my daughter all the time. She gets it twisted. And she says to me, Mom, you're too strict. I said, listen, I'm not strict enough.
Nope.
You know? A lot of, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There's so much distraction. On top of the lack of guidance, the distraction around these young people is real. So when it comes to trying to speak to them, they've already got it in their head. You can't tell me nothing. I already know.
Quite so.
And that's the thing about it. And the reason why a lot of them have that mentality, again, is because we're talking about the majority here. Let's not leave out the parents that have been good parents. Because a lot of parents have given their children what they thought was the right upbringing, and they will still go out. And the stronger influence will take its toll on that child. So let's not, forget that. But we're talking about the majority here. And the majority of children have not been put first from a young age. Their parents go to work 9 to 5 and they're left to be cared in after school clubs. And I know about that. Again, when I saw my children were suffering from my lack of absence, I said, you know what, forget the NHS later. My children need me. If that means less money, guess what? It's gonna pay off in the end, because now you see my children, anywhere they go, people come back and they say, your children have manners. And they know if I hear otherwise, the government can't tell me I can't discipline my child. I've told my children when I've disciplined them in the past, don't open up your mouth to people and go in foster care, because you see what it is. You will not have what you have at home. We have to put fear into our children and let them know you are not in charge. Too many parents are afraid to deal with their children like, say, they're the parents. No. We need to get back old school. Not too old school, because some of the old school ways, the mentality wasn't right either. It's about balance. It's about creating a balance. And that you're only going to understand that balance and how to execute that balance if you educate yourself, if you come off your phone, if you move your children from their pads, from the TV. Get to know your children, talk to your children. Stop making the excuse, I don't have money. The park is free. It's nothing for you to pick up your money and go and buy Gucci though, and make sure you turn up at that party, right?
Shalama shunde.
Take that Gucci money and buy yourself a bike, buy your child a bike, go bike riding together, get them some skates. Interact with your children.
Sister, I thank you very much. Phone and ring hard, yeah? Thank you so much.
Pastor.
Enough respect, sister. Get a YouTube channel and do the work. Thank you. Hello?
I will. Alright.
Bye. Yeah. Hello?
Son.
Shang.
Some of the women have to stop telling the parents and their father are with this stuff. Stop telling them that thing there. So the first thing them for us, stop about your father are weak, you're just like your father, you're just like your dad. That's it. Sean.
By the way, I remember people, brothers, I got just a few sex insurance right here. Yes, my brother.
I keep on telling you, Pastor. Man do not need insurance.
What they need?
They need to change them woman. Because it's a kid.
It's a woman that make them.
For the first 6 to 9 months of the relationship.
The woman, yes.
The thing could stand up fine.
Yes.
Listen, I want Tara to go and mash up the vibe on now.
Is woman stop work out and lose her weight because she's watching these real housewives.
So for Tyrone is so old, his age is about 70 and he's only 26.
Talk, Tyrone, talk. Then I like hear it when you talk.
So it's a case of these women becoming undesirable. So it's instead of putting money down on getting your man sex insurance, lady, get yourself a gym membership, lady.
Thanks, Daryl.
My trainer feedback.
Yes, that boy, I'm good
enough. I'm gonna make complaints on the feedback form.
Hello.
Hello there. This is to do regarding the young lady.
Yes.
That was on the station a little while ago.
Yes.
Having respect.
Yes.
To their parents. If we can't have respect to our parents, then where is society today?
In the dogs.
Right where it's at now. Right.
That our children got to look forward to.
Right where it's at now. Nothing at all, my brother. Real talk.
But you know something, Pastor, we did say that children don't do what you say. They do how they act as you behave, right?
I say hello, good morning, yes please and no thank you. But the children today, it's just swear words. They got no respect for the elders that bring them into the world today.
But you've got to pull them back, you know, King.
My children and other children that's coming up today.
Anybody, it takes a village to raise a child.
Only person can bring them back, teach them respect is their parents.
It takes a village to raise a child. It should be
a fantasy thing.
Not fantasy.
We, at the end of the day, from the year, I was born in 61, and my parents always told me, when they're talking, I have to stop and listen to what I can't backtrack them. Whereas today, the children backtrack their parents.
Talk over you, yeah.
Starts, then what's going to happen?
Lack of respect, it's done this, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Have lack of respect.
Oh.
Yeah.
My dad brought me and my brother up, yeah?
Yeah.
And something happened many years ago, and my dad told us not to do it. Before my dad phoned the ambulance, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My dad comes, and he beat the two of us then. He went out and he phoned the ambulance. He could see that I was hurting, but because he told us 100 times, do not go there because it's dangerous. So if that stability was here today, society would be a better place.
So top line, sir, we need fathers in the house.
Well, we need fathers, we need parents in
we
general,
need community.
men and women to stick together and tell our children to have respect, to no matter who it is, to have respect.
Yeah. Manners cost nothing and get you far away in life.
My brother, thank you very much for your phone call, sir.
God bless you, my friend. Have a good day.
Enough respect. Thanks for that gentleman right
One
there.
hand can't clap, you know.
Let me tell you something. That's why my plan was from ever since. It's for man and woman to stay together at all costs. But the woman, every relationship break up because of woman.
It's not always because of a woman. I think that's unfair for you to say that. Huh?
Yo! Turn on your radio and talk.
Yes, my brother. Turn down now. Tell Princess that your station is a multi-task station. We talk about every different thing.
Yes.
That's right. You see, we're all inclusive. We're all inclusive here, you know.
Okay then, Princess. We're multi-task.
We don't leave nothing out.
Shunde. The next caller who was trying to get through, please do it now because you know how these phones work. By the way, the City Lock radio number is... Dragging situation. Hello?
We ain't dragging. Out of order.
Hello? Your phone are not working good in this time. Call back.
Language.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's the first time I've been on your show.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I have to say, it's a very good show, and I like the conversation and debate that's going on right now. What I will say to add to the conversation is that I talk about this all the time with one of my best friends, Mikey, right? And you see this thing, the family dynamic that are currently going on in our society, yeah? It's atrocious, and obviously, as we know, it's an agenda, yeah? But the wickedest thing is, like everyone's been saying today on the show, we need to come together as male and female because we need balance. Our children need balance. They need a masculine energy and they need a feminine energy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's a joke because in today's society, women, I'm not trying to get at women, yeah? But women are taught so much that you don't need a man to survive, yeah? That they disrespect us so much. And all this feminized male shit, excuse my French, sorry, all this feminized men,
Type
and all of that,
man. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that comes down to so many different things. You can't put a pin on it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, here's one way to put a pin on it. Yeah, women need to respect men, and men need to respect women. Yeah, as fathers, as mothers, as sisters, as brothers, all the rest of it. You understand? Because that's the only way our children will survive and thrive. You understand?
That's right.
And can I ask you a question? So, what does respecting the opposite sex look like for you?
Okay, for me, it's one. I have to give it from two different perspectives. Obviously,
yes, please.
Yeah. So, respecting a woman for me is how I respect my mother or my grandmother or my aunt. You understand? Yeah. Obviously, people get out of remit sometimes. It happens. Yeah. And we can all be said a little disrespect here and there, but it's about correcting yourself and knowing.
Sir,
it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right?
Excuse me, sir. Your phone seemed a little bit muffled. There's something muffled about you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's the same thing. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
It's still the same? 1 second. 1 second. Hear me now?
Yeah.
Any better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Crystal clear.
Okay, right. So yes, that's what I'm saying. Like respecting a woman like I would my mother, my auntie, my grandmother. Yeah, that's what's key in this thing. And if you don't have respect for them people there, then you're gonna have respect for no other female as a man. I
want to say something to you, my brother. I think respect is something that's earned. I don't just go around respecting a woman because she's a woman. I
appreciate that.
I respect a woman that act respectable.
Yes. 100%. That's another thing. Yeah. All right. Respect is key, but it's key. Respect is something that's earned. It don't matter if you're a man, woman, or child, innit?
Yes,
yeah?
I agree with that.
You have to earn respect. And that's another thing that I think is going along today. Elders also have to learn how to respect people that are younger than as well as youngers have to respect elders, because we're all sitting in the same said place. And just because you've been here a little piece longer than me, don't mean I can't improve what you know, and don't mean you can't teach me what you know. You understand?
Right, out of the mouth of babes.
Quite so.
I agree with everything that you've said there, King. Thank you for your
Are you finished, bro? Thanks. If you're finished, thank you. But if you're not, carry on.
Continue.
All right. No, well, I mean, a lot of it's been said today, a lot of which, I'd be repeating other people if I was to continue, but essentially, 100%, father and mother is needed within a household, and even if they're not together, they're needed there in general just to be present. And no mother or father should ever stop a child seeing from another parent unless they're in danger.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And if anyone's stopping you from seeing your children, you have to go through the courts, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, bro. Thanks very much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
All right, then.
Enough respect. Straight up.
A woman stopping you from seeing your child, all you have to do is go to court and get parental responsibility.
That's right.
That means, them can't take the picnic out of the country without your consent. Them have to notify you with everything. You get what I'm saying?
Excellent,
so
King.
If you've got that, you're good.
Excellent, King. And that is what I want all the kings to understand.
Villa,
all those days are over where women can threaten you. You can't. All right, well, it's an option. It's an option.
Well, we go to a court for look.
All right, well,
yeah, gonna go to busy with our picnic for that. Hello. Sure.
And the woman called police.
Well, advise us someone to advise someone. Because my man threatened me, man. Yeah?
Your man threatened you?
Your man, right about now, I 3 years now, not my picnic,
Yeah.
King, we'll take your number down and send you the relevant advice.
Check the picture and tell me all kind of things. Call our police and tell lie from me. You understand?
Well, what you need to do is just stop visiting. That's the advice I would give you. Stop trying to make an effort to see, because every time you try to see... No, brother. What you need to do is stop. If you want to go to court, go to court. But my advice to you, the lady might give you other advice. My advice to you is to take away yourself and go as far as you can from them to save yourself all heartache and pain and might be prison incarceration.
That part is true, but whilst you're taking yourself away, you have to go down the legal route. You have rights to your child, and no one should deny you those rights. Listen, those days are over now, you know, and the amount of men are taking...
Listen to me.
Now,
you see, every time you make an organization to link up the child, even though the authorities give you authorization and say, this must happen, the woman are going to still make problem happen. So take by yourself.
It's the truth. There is that problem, but you have to understand that your contribution to your child is even more important, and that needs to be your focus and goal. You can make assumptions in life, and one of those assumptions when you're in these tempestuous situations with relationships that have broken down is that there is going to be vexatiousness and maliciousness and bitterness, like the last caller said. That is just an assumption that you can make.
Continue, sir.
You know what they should do? When the woman call the police, then put her on an evaluation check. A self-evaluation check.
Lie detector.
Lie detector. That's some of them lying.
The thing is, you know, I mean, we were having this conversation earlier. The times have changed now. Women can no longer threaten men. I'm talking about black women.
Listen.
Let's put this in a context.
You know what?
I'm talking about black women. You can't do that anymore because the authorities know. They know.
You know, authority said to me, when him done with me.
Yeah, well, you should have said that. You know, when.
So, brother, you see what go on this now, brother?
When your lawyer is done with him.
What go on this? So the woman them team up with the police them to make sure say you can't see your youth. So them one team up play against you. Stay away. Stay away, yeah, brother.
Yes, brother.
That is the solution. Shing.
You can't tell a man to stay away from his child.
Me do it.
Just because you've done that, it doesn't mean that everybody else
should. No, but if you save yourself from...
I get the element of the saving
you know how much
art
take me save yourself from.
I understand that.
Mad people you can't deal with, you can't deal with mad people.
But you still have a right to see your child.
No, hello.
Yo, big up respect for the show still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just for the last caller there, and for any father, who want to see their child, you have to make notes. Take notes for everything
that's right,
the father do.
Yes.
Yeah? I've been through the situation myself. You understand? And if you want to go to the court, then you got everything recorded.
All the evidence.
You understand? All the evidence, yeah? Right? And you must put down the date and times for when everything happened as well.
Listen, you do everything through text messages or emails and never give any cash. All the payments through the bank. So you've got a record.
Yes, that too. And also you keep receipts for anything you buy for the child.
Yeah.
You keep all the receipts.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And also, if you... Pastor's right. Sometimes you have to stay away from the mother. You understand? You don't have no dealings with the mother. You just deal with the child.
Exactly. That's
Everything you just deal with the child.
Exactly.
You don't even say boo to the mother. You don't say hello to the mother.
That's
right.
You
understand? If everything just goes as far as that. Hello, how are you? Good day. Nothing more. You understand me? Yeah? But you document everything.
Well said, King. Yeah? Excellent contribution. Right? Thank you very much
for the program.
Thank you, my brother. Enough respect, bro. Enough respect. Straight up.
And that is excellent advice to anyone.
Hello, next caller. City Lock Radio, the Honor Pastor and Sister Aisha. Hello.
Let me tell you, my woman are wicked. Yeah. The test yard and the Asda yard.
Yeah.
When you get to buy it, when you buy it, you get fines on them.
Yeah.
Me sign up for one of them. You sign up for it, so you know they sell around 3 or 4, yeah?
Yeah.
So me give her one. And he take one.
Yeah.
You know, when me check a stamp, only me alone I buy. And she a buy with her friend, one and I take it, and I get a friend pints, yeah? So me said to her, I said, listen, why is really pints?
Yourself in the studio, back, now your foot.
She not use the cash money, go make them find her. So me ask her, what that's for? Yeah? Well, me and I go to the rat now. I say, all right, I send some money in my phone. Go get her. The woman roast thunder to back over, brother. But send no money to her. Don't send no money in her account. So I say, why you not send the money in her account? She don't give me no reason why. But we know the reason why.
Scamming are going somewhere.
Scamming. So you the woman look for me and tell me.
Well, hold on a minute, sir. Hold on a minute.
No money from me.
What kind of scamming is she referring?
Scammer.
Right. Well, you know something. Whether she's a scammer, she could be a scammer or. Listen, the rule, right, around benefits and child benefit and contributions made from a father, the rule is that the father is able to contribute whatever he chooses towards that child, and it is not taken into account with benefits. So there's not going to be any sanctions on anybody's part, right, if they receive, because she doesn't know what she's talking about. But you as a father, whether she wants the money or not, it is your duty to make whatever contributions, because you see in the later life that is going to benefit you. You can prove to not only yourself but your child, look, I supported you. Well, put the money in an account for the child. There's Go Henry accounts that you can set up. There's so many different financial,
you have too much advice,
financial tools that you can use now in this modern society. No matter what the slap and go. Either way, you've already got the child. You have to look after the child. All right, we have got Ann Bennett. We have got Bennett back. I'm gonna boomerang you. You're coming back. We can't afford to lose any kings.
We don't have nothing good to say about them.
So listen, we're going to go through the healing process, all right?
Nothing good.
If you want any advice, you'd leave your number with a pastor, because
we're not ill.
You have to heal.
We're not ill.
There's only love going over here.
We're not ill.
It's all love.
It's sore.
You heal through love, all right?
Yeah.
Because it's not good to carry, you know, bad experiences.
Wicked.
Some of them are.
Call them out. Them are wicked.
Some of them are.
Yeah,
but don't let that drag your life down and the life of your child.
If we meet one wicked, then we meet two wicked, then we meet three wicked, then everybody are wicked.
Right about now. If they never try, I'm mad.
You will be. So you won't mad. Trust me.
True, my brother. Enough. I say 2005, 6, 7, I'm mad.
You know,
I'm going to think me never had what you thought
there are some women who they've got broken consciousness, you know.
Oh my word!
No slap and go. Never mind, King. It will get better. There are some wicked.
Thank you, my brother. No respect.
Thank you.
Shalom.
Shunde. Ay caramba. Slap and go.
No slap and go. He got the last one in.
Jungle man.
Yes, Pastor, big up yourself every time. Listen, you know what? I'm hearing certain things, yeah? But let me tell you something. No woman, I'm not going to let no woman stop me from seeing my child.
That's right.
I'm going to fight as hard as I can.
Yeah.
I've been through it twice, yeah? I went the full distance, brother. Let me tell you something, yeah? You see, once you make a child, that is your next... That child is carrying on your name.
That's your legacy.
Yeah, and everything, yeah? You understand? I'm not... Any man that gives up, yeah, if they just jump off a bridge. That's what I'm saying. It's not about slap and go. You can slap and go her, yes, but when it comes down to the child, that is your main priority. If you don't want to be with her, that's cool.
And younger man, you have to look into it. If I make a child with a girl and I have to be fighting that particular person that I make that child with, I will rather walk away and when the child get big income.
No.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, Pastor, sometimes when the child get big, they will resent you.
Well, when the child hear the truth.
Why didn't you fight to
No. Your mother is a
That's
tyrant.
exactly what the child's going to say.
When the child thought that if you want that fight you, go fight your mother.
That you look.
Oh, you like we see me fight your mother tooth and nail.
The point he's making is accurate.
Yeah.
The child will feel rejected.
We know how they stay already, yeah? It's not just black.
That's what the woman want. The woman want the attention from the fight. I gone.
No, man, you can't give up something.
My life I gonna mash up. No.
Do you love the child?
Of course.
Well then, so why would you give up on the child?
Wait now. Sometimes when you're not woman in love, if you love her, you'll walk away. Yeah, I love my child, so I walk away. Because I don't want my child to see me the mother fight. So I walk away.
Once you walk away from the child,
I don't want mad, and then the child father mad, and then tease him at school, so your daddy mad.
I never married before.
Pastor, once you walk away from the child, then you're leaving it to that woman to program that child.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And put all kind of madness into the head.
Yeah.
When a child is born, you know, they're like a computer. You have to put all the input
and
on there. You have to put the information on there.
And later on, you can flash your computer and remake your brain. And the child will look into things and say, I chew you that talk, you know, son. Daddy, I chew you that talk, daddy. Daddy, I chew daddy. I'm sorry, daddy. I realize now, daddy, I chew daddy.
But Pastor, I know you know what I'm saying, yeah? You're not gonna walk away from your child. You might be vexed at the time, but you're always gonna be checking on your child.
Now, listen, Jungle Man, you don't know the wickedness in my heart when it comes to them people, yeah? You see children them, I love them. But you see mother them, me not in nothing with them because them are mad people and them mash up them youth life. I mean, they are fight with them and I slow down my life and I mash up my life because them decide to be petty or vindictive or whatever. If you work off a woman's speed, you never reach nowhere in a life. Me nah work off of them speed and spirit.
Let me tell you something. I make my own destiny. No woman don't make my destiny for me. Yeah, I set my own pace. I set my own ways. Yeah. So if a woman wants to go in a certain way, she can go about her business. Yes. But when it comes to my child, I'm never, ever giving up on that child unless me dead.
Alright, thanks my brother. Enough respect.
Shouldn't.
Hello, next caller. Hello.
Good.
Chang.
Sean, the shit get hot. You know, you're right, you know. That's why so many things, that's why people, that's why the kids and a man like me get harder and harder because I grew up,
your phone will break up. Your phone will clear up.
Hold on. Yeah, you know better now.
Sometime, yeah.
Yeah, you know better now.
Little bit.
Okay, that means I wrote on that. It's not about around the man.
Itch around and hang around with no girl we are trying to cause problem in my life just because I want to see youth, you know. Because if I go to jail, enough boy I see go to jail and know them can't see youth or nothing and them still incarcerated. I not go to jail because I want to see no youth and girl go tell a lie for me, you know. I just take with myself, go way over here, so you know.
Yeah, but if it hasn't got to that.
What you mean?
If it hasn't got to that.
Them girl that want to get there, them girl that want hurt the man with impregnate them, they hate him.
Where do you think that's come from? Because what I'm getting is there's a feeling that
white people do it.
Superiority of a black woman over a black male in the United Kingdom. What do you say about that question? And using the law as an advantage.
1 second to go. Hello, next caller. Quick.
Is that before the break?
1 second. That's not. We just realize the time. Yeah, I'm blessed, Pastor. Empress, blessed yourself.
Greetings.
Yeah, give me the message. See you here.
Yeah, quick time. Yeah, man said more time, Pastor. As we called last time, I said you can't really have the one track thinking.
That's it. Fire him up. Yeah, that's it. One, take over.
You talk.
It's not black
and white.
Yeah, I can give you a quick example. I got a friend, yeah, British born, yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember we have different outlook, British and Jamaican, right?
Yes.
Different upbringing, right? Now I got this brethren who is British born. Yeah, and he was denied the right to see his child by the mother. Yeah, and he fought, yeah, to see the child. The woman wouldn't allow him. And you know what he did?
City Lock Radio is the Pastor and Aisha. Hello.
Hello, morning.
Good morning. Afternoon. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Right, Pastor.
Yes,
see the slap and go thing? The slap and go thing, I don't like the phrase of it, but you know something? There is a lot of women out there that look at a man and say, that man look good. And don't ever get it twisted. Them women are out there doing the slapping and going.
Thank you, Queen. That's
they
right.
want a good-looking baby, and then look at a man and say, yeah, we just have got slap and go, and take away the baby. So when you men are slapping and going, be very careful.
The women are doing it too.
Them women want your baby.
But
and then don't want you.
Yeah, and then no, I want you. This is the thing. You can always have the baby, but you can't always have the man.
That's why we are trying to teach the young man them to when they slap and go, they use protection.
That's like the thing. Because a woman can have her eye on a man, you know.
Them do it to me.
Got nice coolie looks.
And then take away the baby. Or you don't even know you've got baby out there. You don't even know you've got baby out there. Until 13 years later they come and tell you, oh yeah, this is your baby. And then the baby comes in your life and says, where was you, Daddy? Where have you been? But we never know you was here. Because your mother was a slap and go girl.
Thank you, Queen.
So this is why men have to understand, if you're doing the slap and go thing, any woman that you slapping and going, you make sure you protect yourself.
Yeah.
The woman that you want to have a future with and have babies with, that's not a slap and go woman.
True.
But when you're slapping and going, make sure you boon up, because that's when you get unwanted children. And a man resents it because a man never sat down and said, me want baby. But she want it.
Yes.
And
it's all about choices, isn't it?
Because you know why a woman shouldn't do that? A woman should never, ever have a baby for a man who does not want her.
Take away someone else's choices.
Bringing up the baby by herself.
Sister,
it's a vicious circle.
Sister, me can talk from experience. Me have one girl sitting and talk, and she tell me that she want a baby. And me and her talk about 2 to 4 months over a situation. And every time I talk to her about it, me say, no, I can't afford it. I can't afford it with time, and I can't afford it financial wise. Girl, make sure that she breathe anyway.
But you did. But there was an error on your part because you didn't wear any protection.
I feel sorry for you men. You know why I feel sorry for you men? Because you don't have belly. We have belly. And we can make the choices. We can say we're going to keep them or we're going to dash it away.
Yeah, but you can only make those choices if somebody gives you that.
No. Women are selfish.
Yeah, but we are. But also, a man needs to
leave her, make she talk. Leave her, make she talk. She talk it truth.
Listen, I'm a woman, and
thank you, Mama.
I've got 2 sons out there. Yeah, and both of my sons are faced, man. And one of them got a bag of children for women that he don't even want because he's a son.
Well, you know something? I also have a son who's 29 and he doesn't have any children. And you know why? My son is a face boy, right? He's got coolie looks. He looks like an Indian Jamaican, right? And he has been told, women invite you around when they're ovulating. Do not even do that without protection. You have to protect yourself. Do not leave it to the woman. He's a twin. He's a twin, you know. So he's got a twin sister. He hasn't got a twin brother. It's one girl, one boy. And it's amazing when you raise twins, the different type of advice that you have to give them based on the context of societies. Right. But the coolie looks thing and the boys, men will literally be like lambs to the slaughter if their mothers don't tell them.
Yeah, but here's the joke now. You see women who look at a good-looking man and have baby and running down and giving pure problem. If he weren't good-looking, you think she'd give two boobs?
Nope, she wouldn't give she wouldn't give a toss.
That's how women are.
Yeah.
Women are shallow.
Yeah, that's the
women
reality.
Women are shallow.
Yes, Queen.
And if a woman has a baby for a man, that he doesn't want that, don't complain about it.
Yeah.
Move on. Don't complain. Move on, because that was your choice.
Yes,
don't
sister.
Force the man into it.
Yeah.
Do not do it. Forcing men into having babies. Yeah, man should boot up. But the decision always lies with us, and we have the power.
Yeah,
to
but
bring
we've got to.
baby.
But we've got to shift that power, and especially when you have a boy child, you have to instill that into. It's like drumming in because they don't understand either that somebody would do that.
Yeah, we know.
But that's how women's.
Fool.
Yeah, but that's how women's minds are
wicked.
You know, and I.
And then they might come pressure you for money now.
You know what women do? Women do this. If they can't have the man, they take away the baby. From the granny, the granddad, their cousins,
the maliciousness, they do. They do all that.
Sit down and try to communicate with each other and parent your children. Just try.
You know something? Listen to this, Queen. So I was advising on this case, and the case involved someone who's in quite a senior position, and her son had a child when he was at college with somebody, and they were never together. It was just 2 teenagers. And so this is like 19 years on. You know that the mother of that child sent slanderous emails to the grandmother because she was in such a prominent position, to all the grandmother's colleagues, slandering the son because the son never wanted to have a relationship with her. And this was quite a senior position, public figure.
He was
slandered the woman, accused the son of the grape and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? And that is how the bitterness and the vexatiousness and the maliciousness can come out of a woman who it feels as though they've given a child to someone and the person doesn't want them.
And you know what else man need to do? When their baby mother starts to behave like that, you know what you need to do? Go and get a court injunction.
Exactly.
Just to make them know
I'm not playing her.
Yes. She's coming and troubling me.
Yeah. You have to document those things.
You see, a lot of our black men, they don't deal with court.
Because they're scared of the law.
No, we're not scared. No. He's not scared. He's not scared. We're not scared. No, let me explain what it is. Let me explain what it is. Let me explain what it is.
I said you don't like.
We look at our child mother as somebody good. Why would we want to call the relevant authority and somebody good?
Yeah, but if she's called them on you,
listen, we are not like that.
Well,
it's just now we're trying to flip the script and say, you know what, these ladies been slapping and going all their life. You know what, we're gonna do it now, and we don't care about nobody.
But when you have children involved, you have to use the apparatus that are available.
Slap and go on a business board. Nobody. Slap and go. Stop caring. Stop trying to fix things.
I mean, just ignore him.
I never ever really listened to your radio station, but I spoke to you a few times.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, see that catchphrase now? That catchphrase is the whole around where I live. It's become a major.
Oh my God! Slogan,
yeah?
slogan.
So it's a major slogan now.
Oh my God! He's corrupting everyone.
You must make the youth them know. If you're gonna slap and go, make sure you protect yourself.
Exactly. Do not allow somebody else to take
what
your
you
choices
saying? My
away.
slogan gone. The T-shirt them coming out soon. Slap and go. Please support me.
Oh my goodness.
So be careful. Be careful when you slap and go. 1, unwanted babies, and 2, unwanted diseases.
Exactly.
So
STDs.
be careful.
Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you.
Be careful. All right. Good day.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
You go on and see. You talk this accent. Nice accent. Nice accent. Wacky. Wiki Wacky. She have nice accent. Don't listen to her.
Look at. Listen here. Because you're wounded soldier. We're gonna heal you with love.
Wounded way.
I don't agree with that, Pastor. If you go visit them, but what he must do is don't get into no argument with her. Don't get into no...
Very difficult not to. Very difficult not to.
Bring a witness and a mediator.
Don't be swearing and shouting. Just make a note of every time you've gone there, what her behavior is being like. Simple as that. And then when you go to court, the same way how they make logs on us, we make logs on them.
That's
you get what I'm saying?
The law works both ways. Excellent information and advice. The law works both ways.
It's easier. Just stay away. It's easier.
No, you can't stay away from your child.
Away. Yes,
you cannot.
Yes. If the mother cannot love the child and make the father, I can just... I tell them, I don't need to see child need to see me. So if the mother think the mother is the prime minister,
not want to see your child?
I want to see, but guess what? It's not what you want to get in life. I want $1 million to come in at the offering bucket right now, but I don't see it.
The rules are different.
So you know what? When I say I out for God jail, take a woman a mad smarty, I take where I self.
No.
Whoever is calling that number, call the other number, please.
The jail part is a different. You don't want anyone to jeopardize your freedom.
One chat to nobody. No girl, me no want chat to. How this?
All wicked germs, them no better.
Look here.
Hey, Pastor, Tyrone, I slap nothing much less for go. Eh? Please, hey, I would love to know. You must slap nothing much less for go. That the woman, they sad, my brother. She's sad.
Who sad?
That woman, they give 2 women. And none of them no work out.
Oh, that's, you know what, that's from the dating show.
Crab up in her.
I tell you, there's so going to Marcus Garvey quotes at some point.
Hello.
Pastor.
Hey, my brother.
Shalom, my brother.
Hi, Karamba.
I see you were there on the petrol station, remember?
Yes, my brother. Yes.
All right. Show me the call a long time.
Yes, sir.
They said, the woman them dangerous. Pastor, dangerous, you understand?
Talk the things.
Alright. My baby mother called me. And I said, alright, let me go around, go look there.
Yes.
Me not look her. You know, not like that. And I tell my son a big boy. When me make her know, say, yo, me not look nothing at my future ahead of me and, you know, me just want to level with you.
Yes.
You see me? And now I look nothing for her. Pastor, my son almost 30. And believe me when I tell you, 3 days after.
So how you look so young, brother? Wait there. Hold up. How you look so young, brother? What is, man?
Listen, man. You see the truth after. All right. When we tell us that we don't want that, we don't live.
Yeah.
Our face changed. All right. Then we leave the other down about the business. Passed up within a week. child support letter come on my yard.
Mm-hmm.
She look out of the window and see me car and have to wait like, good for you now because you drive big car, me then I drive with me there down.
Mm-hmm.
They said 30,000 child support letter reach the house. And my son a big man. I would like to know what are you supposed to do now?
You're supposed to get a lawyer. That's what you're supposed to do. The fact is,
Lawyer can't help me, man. An MP me up a card.
yeah, well, either way, you have to do the due process. So I'm happy to hear that you are doing that, and you've got your MP involved, and that's the right thing to do. You know, what women have to also understand, you know, I mean, if you are not in a marriage relationship with a man, you cannot expect to have access to the man's resources. Yes, the man may be financially responsible for his child, but you cannot expect that man to be lock, stocking and barreling you just because you are co-parenting a child with a person. That is the state's position.
Mm-hmm. The reason why I leave and say, yo, I'm a bit like someone else, is like you want me to do things on the road for minor. You know that.
No.
Chief them.
See, it sounds like there was a clashing of class as well of person, you know.
Me not talk no lie. Me used to check with me. I'm not to love the girl. Me not go around nothing.
We always do.
Yeah.
But you're not going to jeopardize yourself on the road, right?
Listen up. Me got to the house one of the time years ago. To go look for a reason. And 3 months to spend in prison.
Jesus.
Allegation to me come there. Aggressive. Yeah. So me walk from that. The mother tell me, say, don't watch nothing, son. Your boy will get big and come look for you.
That's right, yeah.
I come home from work one day, and when I see her sit down in my kitchen, they'll drop off on the chair, and my son. The heart just lift up and say, oh, you don't count some praises, you see me?
Yes.
And then I think me don't want to say, you said stop and go thing.
Yeah.
But now I say, I don't agree with it, but you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because when they get a little bad smell, when they end up in the hell and they come out and hook up a thing and they make the mistake and say, me I go to the house to sleep more than one night.
Yeah.
Me I tell every man, don't do that. Because me make the mistake, I'm going to go sleep. You see, when me decide 2 months later now, me don't want you, you know, me just a pass some time.
Yeah.
Because probation and them something, I don't want to get another problem.
Yeah.
Me there work, and you know where reach me? Police come, I work place, allegation. This is what kind of allegation? The woman say me rape her 30 at time.
You see all of them something there. So
I
tell you, this is what I'm saying.
This me spend 4 months in prison.
Yeah, you know
and
what?
I have to give them 3 pounds. I have 3 pounds, I give them the 3 pounds and say, yo, looking at this and say any part, they say anything I've vested. And the history of the phone, everything will delete.
Yeah, all the
You
communications.
see, when we reach your court, the judge laugh and say, yo, you do something too good to that woman, your man. Go on in your yard.
I really have to. Yeah, I have to commend you for your for sharing your experience.
My word, that's some wicked woman out here, brother. Terrible. Terrible.
All right.
Terrible. Yo.
Feel me blood in Archer Spice.
Shoo.
Spice, can I look at hard spice? I'm saying, you know some spice, I thought me working.
Yeah.
Me come from prison, I'm clean. Me not in no problem.
No.
Father God, watch over me, not in no problem.
Yes.
Me drive on the road, me don't want to, you know what you're not, me don't want to tell nobody, you know what you're not.
Yes, sir.
When me drive, I always go by myself, me don't have no passenger, all this, and my family.
Yeah.
Me don't get no problem, me don't juggle on the road, me clean.
Yeah.
See? As I said, the baby mother still in the car and say, you need child support.
$30,000.
True, we don't want them to put out. I make you know now, she's a millionaire. I'm a ton that way, me don't want it.
She a millionaire and she want your 30,000. See, wicked man are evil them, you know, man.
Alright. Now that me tell you.
Man a ton with millionaire nowadays. I devil them. You have a ton with devil them.
Alright. I fire my gun on them, man. You see the son? My son love me and me love my son, so I'm not business with the man.
Sure, no star, my brother. Thank you for the call, my brother.
Thank you very much for sharing your experiences.
Thank you.
Problem.
Straight up.
And
Don't say a word, my general.
You see, these are the real life lived experiences that we want to hear about, because at the end of the day, life is very complicated out there. You know, you have to be very, very careful. You know.
Stay over.
You're crazy.
Hey, Pastor, you don't give up, though. You can say right to the end, slap and go, slap and go.
Yeah.
Hey, stay right there, so Pastor.
they saw him set.
Yeah, yep.
Obviously, I feel sorry for that church for that.
Definitely.
But if you know about the policy beforehand, you wouldn't be in this sticky situation. So that's why me say preach to the young girls so them now make the same mistake.
Yes.
And is that younger than you,
Tyrone? These women are trying to switch us to give up their policy pastor.
They can't trick we. Not we.
But anyhow we decide we take a risk, because me did that a couple of months ago, as you know, pastor. Me give up the policy, and then we find out the woman is giving me one.
Oh my word. Terrible. Slap and go should be never neglected.
Yes, pastor. So me now go learn from my mistake. I mean now go stop say slap and go.
Thank you, bro.
Straight
up.
And pastor.
Sure.
Because the churches to say we're too wicked to them on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
As Tops Evangelist, I will make a suggestion to you, pastor.
Let's do it.
They are allowed import if it's a honey confession. But that's it.
You don't want to hear nothing else from them.
No. It's the case of pastor. With some of these church sisters, it's like one of your tunes. Me not hear nothing, me not hear nothing.
Slap and go. Shung.
Quote from His Honourable, Most Gracious Marcus Messiah Garvey, the greatest black leader that there has been to date, is Africa for the Africans at home and abroad. So that's the first quote. Africa for the Africans at home and abroad. The second quote is, liberate the minds of men and ultimately you will liberate the bodies of men. That's quote number 2, so I'll just repeat it. Liberate the minds of men and ultimately you will liberate the bodies of men. And the third and final quote is, I have no desire to take all black people back to Africa. There are blacks who are no good here and will likewise be no good there.
Shalom and shalom.
I'll repeat that final quote in the words of His Excellence, Most Gracious Marcus Messiah Garvey, our greatest black leader to date. I have no desire to take all black people back to Africa. There are blacks who are no good here and will likewise be no good there. Why are you fighting back?
Because we want to steal, because we are no Lego beast like ladies.
The reason why you're out is because you were a Lego beast sometimes. Most of the time.
Hi, my brother.
Greetings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We call earlier on, you know, but it seems like the
outbreak, yeah.
Yeah, the outbreak, they kind of cut out the whole conversation. Seems like that kind of part, and
what did you want to say, King?
No, man, we're the same place, man. We can't go anywhere in a conversation.
What did you want to
say? No, remember that say about one experience with a brother when we know.
Yeah.
Where having youth and the mother, because of the bad relationship with him and the mother, it's like him never allowed to see him youth for many years.
Yeah.
You know? And not even financially couldn't support the youth because the woman really want to have nothing to do with him and that.
Yeah.
But the man still pursue, yeah? And the man, what man do? The man make sure say him write him put some money in an envelope, yeah, and drop it through the door every month. And even when him present wife at him say he can't do that because there is no record of him helping the youth. You know, because he now put in the bank. The man say, listen, he don't need no record to look after him youth. What he's doing is making sure that he makes some contribution to the youth every month. Even though he still can't see the youth, you know.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? The man continued for many years until, you know what happened? When the youth reach about 15, 16, the youth decide to say, yo, he want his father and he want his father.
That always happens.
And eventually, them link up and the man start to see the youth and start to see the youth. And you know for the youth, they find the mother.
and come back and deal with the father and start living with his father for a while.
That happens a lot.
Learn the trait from the father.
Yeah.
You understand? It work out good in his favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But saying that, it's not going to work the same way for everybody.
No, but that is a good effort, and I would suggest to any man who is in that type of situation that's what they do. Don't stop doing for your child, you know, because times change and children get older. There is always a turning of the tables, but you see, things are not. It's not so easy to get away with stuff now because of the information age that we all live in. Everything is recorded. Every message, you can record voices, you can send money, you know, and there is a paper trail to those things.
When you deal with the woman, you have to go through too much recording, too much voice note, too much proving. Them people is unreliable, them is unconscionable, and them is some other words where who want to deal with them?
Well, just make sure you're not in
No, just allow them and just slap them and go, yeah, man. Just keep it moving, man.
Thank you, King. Thank you for that contribution.
Him gone.
Yeah, but he's still hearing, isn't he?
Tyro, let me just get some voice note quickly, Tyro. Let me just get them voice note quickly. Wait a little bit. Let me just get them voice note. Wait a little bit.
Pastor, I was going to say the same thing, but it looks like Sister Aisha covered that topic there about the lower work. The demasculation of black males, yeah, it's been going on for a while, but now it looks like it's a changing thing, and everyone's running with most. I don't mean everyone, I mean most young people, yeah, are running with this and thinking it's fashionable because they see it on TV, they see it around them. Even people that they look up to are wearing their trousers like that. So really and truly, we need to have an understanding that they are going to see certain things and want to do certain things because they see it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, we have to be the better example.
Yeah.
Or society as a whole then needs to be a better example. Do you understand?
And you also have to counterbalance the thing, Queen. You know, so when you see that happening, say, listen, like, that's kind of not the way you should be going, and this is what this means, and this is what this could be interpreted by other people.
The way me see it, yeah, is it's 2021. No woman can give me bun these days, Pastor.
Nobody wants to
because
bun.
You can only get bun from a woman you take serious and you commit to.
You hear that? Okay. You only can get bun from a woman that you take serious and commit to. Big up Jallo. Big up the next caller coming through again. Hello?
Yo, yeah, blessings again, man.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Even know if
I said it go. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not talking about the bridge, you know, with the youth and things. You know what I mean? But I guess we can close that topic still. As the English, the bridge in the car and say, once you love your youth, nothing shouldn't stop you from making an effort. Nothing at all.
That's
the
right,
mother,
King.
the family, nothing enough stop you from making an effort. But on the other hand, we still understand from the pastor perspective as well.
Yeah.
Because if you are always pushing, and every time you are push, it's like there's a resistance. You can only push so much.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I do understand that, but the fact still remains, say, you talk about your blood.
Yeah.
So you never stop pushing. How when you run out of breath? That's what the Virgin say now.
Yeah.
The only thing can stop him from making the effort is death. Which is a good attitude.
No, I totally agree with him on his attitude, but I have been through certain particular things where I could have said, if I don't stay over here, so because I've been through a lot before I take away myself. I just didn't take away myself and stand firm to the takeaway. I've been through from inception. I was saying I don't want the child because wait. I said
I know the story.
All right. So then after months of me still trying to be a responsible person who now has a child, I decided, you know what, hands up. I am away.
Has their limits.
And I don't want to get into jail or anything like that. I've never been to jail or anything like that.
But you can still, there's still ways. I think that what we have to understand is that as much as sometimes we don't like the formal ways, we have to use those formal procedures.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because that's just the life that we're facing.
One more point before we cut.
Yeah, brother, yeah.
The demasculation of men are demasculating.
You see, a lot of us are struggling. Pastor, similar age like myself and older people.
Yeah.
What we don't understand is the so-called civilization you see, technology, yeah, social media and all of these things, yeah. When we were growing up, Pastor, in our age,
true,
it was different from now.
Yes.
There were no internet influence. Yeah, there was no ready influence on iPad or a mobile phone or whatever. You understand? So we get influence from the people around us.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Which is different from nowadays. A child in Africa is he could be influenced by somebody in America.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? By listening the rap. You understand?
Yes.
Listening about gangs or whatever, and decide to follow that trend.
Yeah.
You understand? So we know we can't grasp this modern way of living.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I want to let me know when my wife says she want to go for dinner. To me, I say I ain't going nowhere for dinner because I don't really eat out.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then I look like an idiot.
Oh.
But
I look like an idiot.
Yes.
You can go once in a while.
No. We don't like eat out.
You can go once in a while.
Aisha, no, this is compromise now.
Yeah,
so
a relationship is
all
about compromise.
Yeah, so I have to go to certain restaurant where I feel comfortable to eat a fish or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't eat out either. I'm with you.
Exactly. So we cannot adjust to the modern way of living. So when we see the youth and the girls them act a certain way, to be honest, it's going to be the norm.
It is the norm, but also, I mean, as a parent and also as a role model, you have to establish your own internal culture within your family, because your own family is a culture. Earlier on in the show, Pastor and I were talking about the definition of culture, and the definition of culture is the way that we do things here. So the way that we do things here in the studio, we have a studio culture. Pastor will have his own culture at home. I will have my own culture. We have a community culture. We have a Jamaican culture. There's lots of different cultures. So you have to make sure you put something into your children.
If there is a family.
You put something into your children so that when they rub up against another culture, they can start saying, all right, I understand this, but this is my own. And I'm not going to swap my own out for yours. I understand yours, but I am standing firm. That's what I've taught my children.
Yeah, give some. Pass away after.
I don't remember.
I can't Miss Kitty now.
All right, let me before the break come in, right?
Yeah.
Sister, you're right. Yeah. Fortunately, I live as a family because me have my wife and I'm a youth with me, right?
We give thanks.
And my youth. So I don't know if it's fortunate or just whatever it is. You know what I mean? So what I install in my youth head is what I believe in.
Yeah.
But this is where the downside comes in now. What about her friends, her close friends, who their parents have a different mentality, different way of bringing up their children, which gonna have a lot more influence on her or him than me?
I think you know something. You're right. There's lots of influences that affect children. How the ad break's coming up in how many?
16.
In 6 seconds. What is it?
15.
In 15. Well, basically, you know, the children have lots of outside influences, but you have to keep fortifying them with your beliefs. That's what you need to do. And you need to keep repeating the thing. I do it all the time, you know. And
repetition is good.
Repetition is the key to life, you know. And it's the key to success. It's the key to success.
Repetition is the key to learning.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you keep on. Every time the ad break when it comes back, you repeat the Marcus Garvey quote.
Exactly. That's right, King.
You're plugging insurance number.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, King.
Shung shang shing. Ad break time.
Okay, so during the break, I was asking Pastor a question, and the question is, does he think, and so I'm not just putting it out to him now, I'm just putting it out to all the kings. Do you think, Kings, that British-born West Indian women are using a type of superiority and distinction between their Britishness when it comes to them dating West Indian men, and is a effect of that using the police to threaten West Indian men.
Oh yes, everything that you say right there is true. One of the things that happened is because of the way our Jamaican men was brought up and thinking of foreign people, the men as well give the women a superior complex as well when they meet them, and make they feel like, because when you meet this foreign girl with this foreign accent and the image and what you have of foreign people, you think that foreign people are so intelligent, more than you, more bright, everything. Then you get to realize that no, some of them are even stupider than you might think you are. But you done give her the foreign, the complex already, so she take it and run with, because when Jamaican man meet foreign women, they treat them very, very special.
Oh.
And then them fly up into them feelings now, so him treat me so good, or him full for me. And woman, when you treat a woman good, it's the worst thing that you could ever do with yourself is treat her like she is on a pedestal, because she will try to jump off of that pedestal and break her foot and try to control you by calling the police at will and all these things. And then they want us to respect them. Me not respect not woman we call me make up story and call police for me. If you even threaten me with the police, me and you is finito. We could have enough. Alright, tell us something about enough man. Enough man come from some bad man place in Jamaica where them can't go back, or desperately don't want to go back. Then go tell them woman here them story and where them come from and how much body them have and them wanted and all these things, and the woman use that against them anytime she feel a way. So some of my man them get themselves in a one bad situation.
For them chat too much.
Because them tell them story too much. Because a girl want to hear your story too, and it's very... I know a girl that used to love to hear my stories, and when I stopped telling the stories, and that when the relationship started to depart, she wanted to hear stories.
Bob Marley said, only friends know your secrets.
Only them can reveal it. So the problem again, enough of the man them come from bad man place. Tell the girl them story. The girl them say, okay, she now look on it like she should use it against you. And enough man can test to that. They use the story then they tell them against you and start play with your immigration status. Start, if you don't do this, if you don't come home when she say if you come home.
Holding you over a barrel.
Yes.
You can't tell man when to come in. What
and
are you talking about?
And some of them girl here, them no member say the man where them a deal with come from bad people place, and the man himself is a bad person. We're a bad man. And I tell bad man and then the bad man start put hands on them now.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that part.
No. Remember, you're dealing with a bad man.
Yeah, but you don't badness in the house.
You see, the woman is allowed to go to the extent and do what she want to do to jeopardize her, to manipulate the bad man. But she don't expect a bad man action from a bad man.
We're just putting out a public.
No, what I'm saying is what happening. What we don't condone it.
Thank you,
I'm saying what is happening. Whether we condone it or not, it is what is occurring. They are dealing with bad people from bad people place, treating bad people who do lots of bad things before in them life, and you little person when you know nothing about badness, I deal with bad man in a particular way and don't expect badness. And then them start balls them and I beat them up.
Like if a dog name egg, anywhere he goes, he'll eat eggs, right?
Quite so. They act different from brought up, see. Hey, my brother, machine. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
You're live, my brother.
Yeah, what I say, Pastor, there's no clash between a Jamaican or African, you understand me? Everybody have their own different culture. You understand me? Even one of them, the one of them from Jamaica to them Ghana,
yeah,
they have their own culture between an English or a British group or a British mentality. You understand me? That's if the family still plant that inheritage wagwan, you understand me?
Yeah.
That Jamaica thing. Same way like them, same way. If you cook rice and peas in the house, if you use street same way. You understand me? If you cook bad in the house, if you use street same way. You understand me? But if you go English way, that's how they want to be, innit?
Well, I would like to ask the King, do you think that there is a clash in expectation of women when we come to British-born West Indians versus Caribbean-born West Indians? Do you think that that's part of the problem that we're having, that there's a lack of assimilation? Because there is a little culture clash in terms of what a Jamaican man might expect from his partner and a Jamaican man living here in the United Kingdom when they date somebody, and could this be a cause of many of the...
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. As I said, I'm a look for where it's peace, there's where a man not lie.
True, I know that.
You understand me?
Yes.
So there where is a man find peace, and that's the part of it.
Peace and
but
contentment.
If you don't find out, I'm going to get feedback, innit?
No, talk.
So if a man find an argument there, a man not stay there. So basically what I'm saying is there's no clash between the African thing, because it's two different things.
Alright. Shalom Shunde.
There you go, ladies. Men stay where they find peace.
Thanks, brother Machine. Robbie, big up yourself, Robbie. Straight up.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
One love, yeah. Shalom.
Hello?
Yes, my brother.
Yes, my brother. You said him.
Yeah, well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
Yes. I just wanted to add to the conversation once again. I did call it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things. The first thing is, you know, the situation where what's the lady's name, the Empress name again?
Aisha
was speaking on about going to court quite a lot, you know, for fathers to get access to their children and whatnot. And she was mentioning that a lot of things in the law has changed.
Yeah.
Yes, my gripe with that is, yes, the law has changed on paper. But the mentality of the people who enforce the law, who, you know, govern the law, that ain't changed, none at all. So this is the reason why I'm against going to court for any child, because the same way I didn't have to go to court to have my child and conceive my child, same way I should have to go to court to have my child.
Okay.
You understand? It don't make no sense to me.
All right, next point.
Pure war. Next point. Woman. Woman are a big problem. I feel like women are the source of a lot of problem in society because of their mindset. Like I think a lot of the time men get the blame for what's going on in society.
Definitely.
But if anything, first and foremost, in the UK, women are the governing party of a family right now in Britain. Yeah. So how can it be a man's fault that the problems that we have right now within the household or with our youth? It don't make no sense to me, because if you're taking away from power from a man to discipline his child, to be around his child, the only problem and the only person left to blame is a woman. If you ask me.
Real talk.
So my whole thing is, women need to. You see, I have white privilege. Women need to start having this female privilege.
I think they have it already.
You know, they have it, but they need to stop it, and they don't really have it, and they abuse it.
The more they get it, the more they say they don't have it and they want more. They get hungry and greedy. So yeah, definitely. Next, did they have more than 2 points?
I had plenty, but I have to call back so I give someone else the opportunity.
All right.
Well,
give
thank
thanks,
you very
much.
And it's nice.
No problem. Love to everyone.
All right. It's nice that you can share your feelings and your position that you're at now. And I'm just also grateful that your acknowledgement of the system and the changes in the system. There will always be people who don't want change and will try to keep a system the way it is, but we just have to continue to push through things and to never let that be the reason why you don't use the system, especially...
Yes, we are off. Hello.
You're off.
Yo, Dada.
Yay.
You know, Shanghai.
Jump in, shall I? Because we have limited time. So jump in. Get into it.
Alright, quick and fast. And so, we are going through the same thing with woman up here with the, take their child, them and have them and everything. We are going through all of them things. You see what I said?
Yeah.
So what we decide to do is just put them aside, responsible youth. Make sure you make sure you're ready. They forget anything, then get it. We now run down behind no woman and them thing. You see what I say? Make them feel superior over us. You understand me I say?
Yeah.
I mean I go no court. You understand me I say? It's the one thing we know with child, because we pick it, because we never know my mother till they're 26, turning 27. So
wow.
Growing up with the mother, how that feel. You get me I say?
Yes.
So we as a youth growing up tell myself say, want the same experience with your child.
Well,
you get
well
me
done for being the circuit breaker.
But you see, the thing is that we realize as the lady, say, you say British, English, British black woman can never deal with black woman. You understand me? I say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them have a tendency, most of them have a tendency, feel like when we come into this country, you understand me? They think they have the control over certain things because as we say, we give them the control.
Yes, yes.
We know man over here where do hard work and make sure say happy wife, but yet still can't visit back Jamaica because every money him have to make sure say wife all right. You get me I say? And when you have a woman and you start hearing him talk about the outside kids, them step well left that.
Yes, true.
You get me I say? Because that only means that only way she have in a fear household, she have a response.
Yes.
And the next topic again, because we are doing quick and fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me again, would never deal with a British black woman in this lifetime again.
And why is that, King?
Experience. You know what I say? Me would have rather import somebody and make she come over here and fuck it up and be no seven.
Watch your words, somebody.
Watch your words. You're in an import-export business.
Sorry.
Language.
Sorry. You don't know fire. My apology.
Yes.
My apologies to the people. You get me? I say, me rather carry somebody from Jamaica
and let them FUCK.
Rashalai, let me tell you this, Rashalai, let me tell you this. You see, when you bring somebody from a different atmosphere into a different atmosphere, after a while, they will adapt the atmosphere over here.
Not everybody.
Well, you might be lucky and you might be bad lucky.
It's gone on his one-track mind again.
Let's show something in the fire. Because we have limited time. A long time I not touch a thing, but you don't know a thing. Let me show you a thing. Let me show you a thing, Yeah? Same way we can over here, so. You understand me? And pick up some people where we put them in a certain things and build up them. You understand me? I say? We don't have a time again when we have to stay so and do that again. You
That's
understand
right, King.
We see people where same way we see woman down in my block and we see him rap where we come from. You understand the way? One, have the ability. Two, have the ambition. Three, have the drive and everything to make you feel as a person in this lifetime. You understand me? I say, so why we are going to stay so again and go over and over, skip from one relationship to a next relationship to a next relationship? Them think they're not going nowhere again. Because the thing is that we only can play out ourselves so much time. That's the only way we keep repeating ourselves in the same life. The same cycle.
Yes.
You understand me?
That's
so if we as a person step out of that, then still
how much man do you know that send for a girl? Quickly before we've done it, how much man do you know we send for a girl and them still there after 10 years?
Very
few. A lot of men do it. But very few.
We can tell you something better. We can tell you, one of my bona fide brother, because I come like my brother. And human people left Jamaica and come up here, and build something right now. And you know them, but we now go call their name right now. You know them people. Everybody in the Brixton know them people. Because when we used to, you can go before we move from, because the thing is, you know you go already. You get me? But them man, they were the same person. Over, well, Rastafari,
very once in a while these things are successful. Slap and go is the best thing.
But don't make that big stuff because
yes.
They make the mistake and do that thing.
No, you don't have time to waste, my brother. If you keep trying stuff that might or might not work, you will be sorry if it don't. Don't keep trying. Get on with your own business of slapping and going.
All right. Look at all fire. I tell you this, yeah. From last year, I tell you now, you don't know. From last year, me not in no relationship. I step out of a relationship. I 1 year and a half now. Me not do it with them. Me not talk to a woman. You get me? I say straight up, cause me I say first, me I try to build myself. You understand?
So what you're trying to do now by meeting somebody and take them serious is to break down all that building that you was doing by yourself. Slap. I'm sure you've been slapping and going throughout the time.
Look here.
Fire. I don't know today already. We don't discuss certain things, right? Because you don't know.
Exactly.
Relationship wise, we're not in that. We are first you have to learn to love yourself.
That's right. Self-care and love.
Second thing, you have to know where you want out of life.
Yes.
You understand? They say, no, everybody when you talk to, I want the same thing where you want, you know. And the next thing, when you talk to some woman, because you know you have some woman, if you can motivate them, and them can motivate you, or them can push you forward, you like how you have to push them forward. Then it's the same way, we're not going to be like a stagnant water, just stay and
what's the point? And now you're talking, this is king talk.
Slap and go as a better deal.
Talk. These are the types of conversations that you have to be having.
Most of these girls out here don't have what you're looking for. So here what you're gonna do? Keep searching till you're 49. Keep searching till you're 57. You slap and go.
But look at you hear me? If you do that, watch it out.
Big up
20
Villa.
years with the yes or no. 20 years with the yes or no. And we do the same slap and go over the past 20 years.
I done your back.
It becomes a thing where you look and say, sometimes you ever do something for you, and you say, what did I do a while ago?
Yeah, exactly.
It don't make sense.
Rashalai, I want to introduce you to a channel on the YouTube called Red Pill. Just type in Red Pill. They will teach you more than I can teach you. Stop having hope and dream and fantasy in these people. These people are terrible. Slap them and go. Deadly snakes.
All right. Yeah, you hear me? Me and Bridget from Jetstar. Yeah. But remember, me go tell you, say, me go come and land there. You understand me? And me go show you certain things. And I will show you what me are doing, and you will do something different. So that
keep up the work, King.
Empress, have a blessed day.
You soon find an Empress yourself talking like that.
Thank you, Fireball. Thank you.
We're powerful.
Shung.
Straight slap and go. Straight slap and go. We have no time to waste. Straight slap and go. Slap and go. Shung shang.
That is Hartford, Connecticut in the United States of America. Ayaboki. Wait, I'm going to repeat that.
Straight slap and go. Straight slap and go. We have no time to waste. Straight slap and go. Slap and go.
Sorry, Howard Marshall. I was thinking wrong. My eye was dazzled there. Brother Marshall, big up yourself. Jamaica call that. Slap and go, him say. Everything I work perfectly. Hello, Tyrone.
Your partner.
Yes,
I'll make it quick and fast.
Yes, sir.
This thing, yeah, if you're gonna go against the slap and go policy as a man, you guarantee two things in life. Problem and bond. Nobody like problem, nobody like bond.
Bun and cheese.
So the easiest way to deal with it is
slap and go. Thank you, Tyrone. Slap and go and say next caller. Oh, the next caller jump off my line. Tyrone, deal with it wicked look wild. You guarantee bun, you guarantee problem. If you don't want them to something there, because everyone a talk about two things certain about in a life, you know, bun and death. No, you're only certain about bun if you take these ladies seriously. Otherwise, from that, I just death alone you guaranteed.
I think this show needs a public health warning.
Not for the mushrooms. Yellow?
These church sisters with this love matching thing. Remember this year, church sisters? One church sister have like 2-3 men out of the church, and none of them were. So what's the common denominator?
Shit.
The church sisters out here.
It's all the person who's coordinating.
Sure.
It's the person who's coordinating. You're not matching well, Tyrone.
Well, if there was a problem with the coordinator, why are the church sisters coming back for more man out of the church?
We don't have a choice.
So honor are the problem. So it's simple.
Shung shang.
The woman need to start promoting the slap and go. Shung shang now.
Slap and go, said Tyrone. Slap and go. We have what? 22 minutes left in the church. Remember your sex insurance. You get your sex insurance. Make your order, place your order. Only have 12 left. So please, I don't know when I'll be getting more supplies. So please get before you might have a hot date coming up and you need insurance policy to run in. You don't want to go in there and flap and then the girl have bad impression of you. If you want to make sure you make a good impression at first slap, make sure you get some sex insurance. It's a herbal product of that, no side effects or anything.
Yeah, to all the girls that don't know, man love her and I rate her always, yes, you know, but yo, a straight slap and go.
Look here.
5 years now, I wait for a decent woman and I look for a decent woman and I can't find one, so you know.
Send your profile.
A slap and go.
Who is that now?
You see it, so no disrespect to the ladies, like me say, but slap and go. And if you hear the gentleman them attack, everyone will have a problem with woman. Right now, I say to her from the other day, my birthday come, and I know I can't answer my daughter then. You see it? But like me say again, make the mother go and do a shadow. Good.
You guys have got time. Take them to court.
You see, the reason why we get like this is because Uno terrible.
Yeah, but you've got to
if Uno did nice, we
you have to use the tools that are available to you. Those arguments are no longer valid.
Why we have to fight with wife? Why we have to fight?
Well, clearly, they're not your wife because you're not married, are you?
We don't want to fight with you, them mother. We have to bring with you, them mother. What kind of nasty life is now? Me have to bring me you, mother, go to court.
If you are married and you go through a divorce, you have to go to court. So what's the problem?
Who file for divorce? Why them women keep... Them want married and they want to get divorced. Don't marry to them. That's why wedding cut down. Since we dip on the radio, wedding cut down severely because the man them start realize.
You're too rigid.
Log on to my YouTube channel with name Bad Twin Red Pill.
Why are you so ignorant? Why is
why you want to ask me why I'm so ignorant? Ladies did it.
You're too ignorant.
Ladies cause it.
You're too ignorant.
Because they're unfair and they're thief.
And what about men?
Men?
Anyway,
we're nice
winding
men.
down, you know. We're supposed to be...
Yo.
Yeah, my respect for the ladies. Yeah. As I was saying, we need to stop. The ladies need to stop. Live under the white people regime for this court thing and this willy for really. Because we never grew up like that. We never grew up come to my mother after I got court.
Yes, but King, times have changed.
My father after I got court with my mother. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, but it's like that now.
You have to change with the
times.
It's more for them people, you know. And the white people lifestyle.
Every time we got court, them get paid.
Look here. If you
wait for the law for them lifestyle and follow our own.
But we're living in that
system. To the woman, our woman supposed to hear away and say, you know what, makes sense. Hear what work out the thing.
But that's not happening.
So we just allow them. So we allow them then.
All right. If you wait to see.
This is the reason why I know the slap and go off really get
promoted
all the time.
All right.
We now get no justice from the woman.
Well, you need to get it from the courts.
Oh, we got a court and I never court to go and meet them.
Yeah, but whether you met them in the court or not, that is the law of the land.
Forget the baby then. I never court to go to start out all of that.
Yeah, but you need to move your thinking.
Now we have some beautiful children now we need to stick together and grow. Now we have to go to court. We're not going to court.
But it's not just one person you have children with. You have 4 and 5.
Tell them, keep it you there. We're not going to court.
So, all right then.
What about the 4 and 5?
Would I tell me? Yeah, why the judge tells me I can't see my daughter for the next 2 years?
They wouldn't tell you that unless you are a harm to the child.
They have it on paper right now.
Well, there must be a reason for that.
I've got it on paper right now.
Well, we'd have to speak separately, but there would be a reason around that. But they're not going to tell you that for no reason.
The only thing around it is them one got in my life because I was going to Jamaica. They want to know where I'm going.
Oh yeah, I think you called him before about this. Yes.
Oh, let me never speak. And it don't, me never got a quote about myself. I got a quote about my daughter.
Yeah, no, but well, anyway, so we can talk about it separately.
That's irrelevant.
Well,
General, we're not done with the court thing. Slapper, that's how we reach.
No.
That's how we there.
No.
Yeah, when he say my full drive 5 years with a slap and go, no less stress. Love it.
We're sweet to the
Give
taste,
thanks, my boss.
Yeah.
And them gyal you fi tell that. And them gyal we keep up here foolishness per man if you tell that. So we sweet them now, I go sour them later on. I burn them belly. All them youth I go resent and hate some of them too, you know. Them fi know this.
But why are you wishing all of that?
Because I wish what me wish not have nothing to do with when them get themselves involved in it. It a go happen to them.
From your belly button.
It a go happen to them. I see we see it.
Listen up. To all of the ladies then. Listen up. And most of the married woman me I play with. Most of the married woman and most of the woman them me I play with them have them man.
You see?
Yes? So tell me now.
You see where you're going down to now?
Come play with me. Why them choose to why them play with them?
You see where you sink yourself down in an now, King?
Still come back.
You see where you sink yourself. Come back. You see where you go sink yourself down into now? You love
God, if I feel wife, somebody a slap and go, or it's a slap and go.
Alright.
Slap and go.
Then
a liar.
Look here.
Then a liar. You've made them husband.
Alright.
Come check me.
Yeah, but you're.
What kind of liar to that?
Yeah, but you're also you are complicit in that. Look where you're gone to. Look where you're gone down.
Oh, him to get blame. Him can't get blame. And she can't come give. Slap and go.
2 wrongs do not make a right, sir. King, 2 wrongs don't make a right. You see where you're going to.
That's how I'm telling my kids then. That's how I'm telling the kids.
Do as I say, not as I do. You see the type of lesson you're giving. But go on, true. Go on.
Slap and go, man say. People wife. People are wonder who for wife, and it seems like multiple people wife.
This is out of order. We've gone too far now.
No.
But mix me up,
These are more grounds for slapping and going ask Tyrone. Priesthood, big up. Big up Bujo London.
Don't follow priesthood. I mean, look at
please. Brothers on the ear walk one. The man say must slap people wife and then keep carrying come.
Out of order.
Don't take up no wife by your hand because the same girl we love off now. Me could have slap her already and me could have still slap her now.
Who was that?
We don't want to know who. We not tell nobody who is a private caller. It's a slap and go world this. Hello?
Hello. Yes, I have a question for you in this history.
Yeah.
Alright. Generally speaking, right now, in the UK, who do you think has the woman's mind right now? Especially a black woman.
What does he say? Sorry, repeat the question, please.
So, Allah.
Who has a woman's mind?
Yeah, a woman's mind right now in the UK.
I don't understand.
So,
yeah, do you mean like?
You hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear it, but I don't understand.
Alright, so I have a question. The question is, in the UK, who would you say in general has the woman's mind, especially a black woman? Would you say it would be a man, like a man that she's dealing with, or would you say instead you could say the government and the system have her mind?
The government and the system have our mind.
And that's where we have the problem.
Yes, they press her button, they tell her what to do. She obeys them.
And she run and go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's stupid or something.
She don't want to listen to her man.
No.
Never.
No, and that's the problem. So this is why we slap and go, because if you can't have a woman's mind, you might as well forget about it. Because she ain't going to listen to you. She's going to check the government, she's going to check the police, she's going to check the social worker, she's going to check all of them people there, all those institutions that people saying to go use. If someone cold murder my mother, I ain't going to go work with them.
King, can I ask you a
question?
question?
If someone's going to go do your madness to me, I ain't going to go work with them.
All right, King, can I ask you a question?
No, you went a little while. What the question? Him say if somebody murder him mother, him not go work with them. You know what? When I make to you, he might tell people in the world say the relevant authority murder a black man every time, but our black women keep calling them and us.
Can I ask
you? When they end up in problem, and the white man or whoever can't help them, she come run back.
They run back to us.
She forget about all the disrespect.
Okay. Well, listen.
Listen.
I do not condone.
Someone save these women, please. Save their souls.
Right. I want to ask you a question.
Go
on. A rebuttal, basically, on the question that you asked. So, who has your mind?
Who has my mind? Who has my mind?
Yeah.
I have my own mind. No one else got my mind. I have my mind.
And that's the mirror question that you asked about women, right? Who has women's mind? But who has,
the relevant authorities. Who they listen to?
Who has the black man's mind?
The black man.
Who has the black man's mind in the United Kingdom?
Who has a black man's mind in the United Kingdom? I don't think anyone's got the black man's mind in the United Kingdom.
Does the black man have his own mind?
I think black men right now are doing what black men are supposed to do and stand up and be tall and follow our own mind. We don't listen to no rules, no government, no nonsense like that because it's all bullshit. So, sorry, excuse my French. I apologize, but We don't listen to them not because we just want to be rebellious and, you know, have no behaviour and all of that. No, because we're not going to stand up and listen to stupidness and follow stupidness because a mass of people say so. No.
And what does the black man, seeing as you are making your own constitutions, what does the black man's social structure look like? What is your
right now, it's difficult to have one or a structured one because every 5 minutes everyone keep coming in and come mash it up. And will it be the woman? Will it be the police? Will it be the government? Yeah, they keep mashing it up because they're afraid of we. You understand? They're afraid, so we can't have it.
Very smart man you're talking to. Very smart man you're talking to.
What is the black man's social order? And that's the question I asked to all black people.
The social order in what aspect?
Well, it's exactly that. What a social order.
What is the black woman's social order?
I'm asking a question here.
Because this program is not about this program. Where you trying to go?
It's not right. Tit for tat. You asked a question, and it was responded to. Now I've asked
we are on our slap and go mission already. What y'all need to do is fix on yourself that we can look and say, they're getting good. We don't care.
I'm asking the king a question because the kings, black kings have got to start thinking about their own social order.
That's why we slap and go.
Not that bit order.
Okay. Alright, let's make sense of this a little more, yeah? Yeah, I know you shouldn't time. Let's make some sense of this a little more, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. You see how my brother pastor keeps saying, you know, we don't be fighting our women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Guarantee you, I hear a lot about domestic abuse and all the rest of it, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, Pastor asked you asked a question earlier, Pastor, about if, you know, what are you doing to mad your man?
Yes.
To make him do what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right? Because my philosophy is, if you get rid of the problem, you have no problem.
That's right.
Yeah? Go to the root of the problem. You can't tell me about, I lift up my hand, and then you forget about everything after. There was a root. Like you said, every action had a reaction.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, when you deal with the root of a problem, you get rid of everything. Everything's solved.
Definitely.
And the problem is today in our society, where a lot of people are in denial, and the majority of people that are in denial are females. But men perpetuate it too sometimes because you have fathers and brothers that go out there and their daughter, their sister, their cousin go do something stupid and they go defend and mash up a youth for it.
That's right.
Like we spoke about that earlier.
And that's why women get away with stupidness. No one's taking responsibility. A man always has to take responsibility. A woman, victim every 5 minutes. No, stop that.
Did you hear the story that we read out earlier on in the show about the situation that happened in Sydenham?
Yes, I know the people in question.
Oh, do you know the people
in question? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that woman cause that, you know what foolish is woman cause? Slap them and go. Never fight for them either.
Well, no, what I like is the fact that you presented a rounded argument. You also alluded to the fact that men are perpetuating, you know, a lot of stuff as well. There's no point in us pointing fingers at one group or one area because it is a collaboration.
No, there's no point in doing that per se, but you have to speak the truth, and the truth of the matter is there's certain people perpetuating a lot more than other people. When you have that going on, then you have an excuse for people to say, "Oh, you can't just blame." No, it's not about just blame. You have to point out where the problems are and state for how it is and what it is.
That is
if you
true.
don't do that, you're going to be running in circles and still doing foolishness.
Yeah, that is true. And you're not also responsible for how somebody else behaves, but you are responsible for yourself, and you are responsible for your own development and the development of any children.
So all of them women here, we are mash up them children life.
That is your responsibility.
I feel them responsibility that when they mash up them youth life.
Yes, but it's
also a father's responsibility.
No, if me never did I grow the child, if you never allow me to did I grow the child, it's your responsibility. You are the trainer.
A court can allow you to do that.
We don't go to court for a woman.
Well, that is your, that is your choice.
I'm saying, Empress, you're gonna have to stop talking about court because court don't resolve nothing. Because I could go to court right now, and they'll decide whatever they want to decide.
Well, that is a view.
evidence that they have.
Yeah, but that is
the evidence don't have to
that
be.
Is a view,
the evidence don't reflect the reality of the situation.
That is a view.
Evidence to me don't mean
but
nothing.
That is a view that you have. That's a view that you have, and there'll be many kings that will call up and say, "Well, actually, I went through that system." What I heard today from a few men, not all men, is that they don't and won't go down that route because that's not what they have grown up and seen as the norm.
We are fighting with woman.
We are not dealing with norms now.
We are fighting with woman. We're not fighting with woman.
You need to fight fire.
We're not fighting
fire.
No. Here's the problem with us. We talk about normal. You tell me what normal is, because I don't know what normal is. I ain't seen normal yet, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because I don't know if you know about William Lynch or whatever, Willie Lynch.
It's called Willie Lynch, actually. It's called Willie Lynch.
But you see, ever since we come out of so-called slavery, we've never seen normal yet, because I don't know what normal is. I don't know where I come from. I don't know.
Let me start you off there. Yeah, but let me.
Come to Britain and say what normality is.
Let me tell you as a starting point for yourself to go and research into what is normal. There is 1,000 years of pre-civilization before any mass capture, kidnapping, genocide and Holocaust on African people, and that should be your starting point. Do you understand? There's a 1,000 years pre that activity happening, and that activity happened for 400 years, so you have to start before that, so you know who you are and where you're going. Did you know that the Moors civilized the United Kingdom? And do you know the reason why that there is lands in Scotland called the Moors is because that's where the Moors were pushed out to. Anyone with the name of Moorish, Moor, Dun, Dunby, those are names of black people.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you understand? So you need to find yourself in your own history. Do you know that the Moors brought mathematics to civilization? So you need to know yourself, and that's the point.
Yeah, I mean specifically to say that's my grandfather, this was his name. You understand? This is my great. Yeah, I can't do that. White people can do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, but why can't you do that? I mean, unless there's been some mass wiping out.
Right back to slap and go, brother.
Your generations. Why can't you do that? You ain't slapping a guy. You know too much. You're this is just for on air.
This man is a wise man, but most of the girls in the world are not wise. Slap them and go, brother.
You need to educate people, don't you? But thank you very much for your contribution.
No, thank you as well. Likewise.
Thank you for listening, my brother. Enough respect, bro.
Yes. One question. When's your next show?
Saturday. I do a next show on Saturday, but it's not like this. It's just fun. But every Wednesday between the hour of 11 and 3 o'clock, Wednesday, Men's Day, slap and go.
Yeah, I'm coming every Wednesday.
Thank you, my brother. Shing. Respect, bro.
Love.
You see, the only reason why Slap and Go is gravitating to even the younger heads, where I definitely have this point. I want this program for the younger heads. And see there, it's working because the girls are very unreal. No, we have 3 minutes to go. Talk.
As I respect against the world. I agree with that young man there now.
You see that?
Because I still live under slavery. It's a mess and stable regime. And that's what girls that I live under and don't realize it. Our woman them, yeah? Because all the time when they make up about through this process of court and police and all that, I wonder if they really know. So it's set up by the system to really get with fingerprint, to get with name, and forget we in the system as black man and black woman.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really see a white woman going into court with a white man over all of these things. We as black over.
Well, they do, but
I don't think. No, it's not prevalent like us.
It's not prevalent, but it does.
And them supposed to more than we.
I agree with everything that you said.
What I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to make is, we still live under slavery regime. We're still a slave. We're not free yet. One, we need to come together, both man and woman need to come together and push forward with unity and love.
That's
and
right.
we stop about slap and go and stop live the life of slap
That's
and
right,
go.
King.
But
yes,
until
King.
then,
we're not talking about slap and go. That's the final
word. We still have to go down to that car. We still have to do slap and go. You see it?
Look here. Look, there's a term for this behavior, and it's called social engineering. There's a social engineering behavior that has happened here in the United Kingdom with African women, and that's a whole show topic in itself. I don't agree
Until
with the
then,
schooling, but I also don't agree with abuse on women.
What is abuse? What is abuse?
Look, we're ending the show.
Slap and go.
There's no slap and go. We're ending the show now. But we have to
until the ladies them fix up themselves. They will be getting slapped, and we will be going. The number to call for the sex insurance is 07944 777 066. Quickly again, 07944.
Yes, we know this. Kenny J. 066. Does the Empress really know who the Moors were? I really can't.
Myself in the mirror.
I look at myself in the mirror every morning.
You not the majority.
Huh?
The majority of women.
Pastor, do I have any makeup on now?
No, but brother, you're not talking her. You're talking the majority of women.
I don't even own any makeup.
You are not the majority.
I don't have no hair. I don't have no fingernail.
You're not the majority.
You're in the minority. You're special then. Most black women can't come out of their house without a wig on, and that's a serious problem.
I think the other presenter is not forwarding, so I'm gonna be back on in a second.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Straight up. Thank
you.
Bless.
Right. So what are you?
Yo, the girl them said to me, say, them are dealing open relationship and platonium relationship. That's what the married woman them said to me, yeah? Open relationship and platonium relationship. So that means all them husbands seems to know what I want. But anyway, as me say, it's a slap and go thing between me and them, you understand? And I enjoy it. You see it? Yeah, man. Monster thing.
Good afternoon.
Yo, what's going on, Pastor?
There, Fambo. Oh, all right. Don't say how. Don't say how.
Well, best me not fight for say how I rap on.
Why I'm General Paul?
Listen up. Why you not tell the woman them and the man them in the world say there's nearly a third more woman on the earth than man? Why you not tell them the real truth, man?
I told them all the time.
Why everybody not talk this thing? Why everybody talk about a man for marry one woman and then the next third woman who can't get no man I go take the man them from the woman who married to them? Why you not talk out the thing properly, man? Why you not look on it like the lion them in the jungle and when him go and challenge the man and if him win, him get the whole of the woman and the sister them everything. But yet still, hear what everybody go say, oh, that's wrong, that's wicked. Hear why? Because if a woman get one man, she expect that man to do all of these things to make her life belong. So she don't want to share him with the next woman.
No, that is it. That is it.
I went to this school fooling when I was 3 years old, and it taught me that I must marry the man, and that the world makes magical gold rings to go on my finger with diamonds in them.
Fantasy world.
Where did I get that from? And when we say, hold on, what about the lion in the jungle? How him not to marry one lioness? And then they want to say, those are animals. And they want me to say to you, and I guess we're not some kind of animal.
No, we're not.
Except for one thing. We have a bicameral brain, a dual chamber brain, a left and a right hemisphere. I wonder if enough people know that.
I think there is some.
So this is why them say we're different from all the other animals them. But guess what? We're so different, we don't F-U-C-K. Where I chat about? My God.
Shung!
Hello, I'm ringing in to get some of the herbal medicine.
Okay, you're recommended to text me your postcode, not WhatsApp. Text me your postcode, and I said.
I'll text you your postcode. Okay, sorry.
Yes. No, you can call me and talk to me about it. Just the same. You want to make sure that your man is stimulated, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I will have four of them for you for £20, yeah?
Okay.
Shalom.
And what are they, tablets?
They are capsules and they are herbal in the capsule. So just open the capsule and chew a little bit and drinks, like maybe half of it.
Okay.
And by dugu time, you will be well impressed with the stimulation. Rumor has it that the sex insurance make the thing even grow as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't need growth.
Shalama. All you need is stiffness.
Yeah.
Okay, sister. Please to text me your postcode. I shall be there. I only have 12 left, so you order 4, yeah?
Yeah, okay. 4 for £20.
Yes, sister.
Alright, no problem. I'm going to text you over WhatsApp my postcode.
Shung, shung, shing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Shung.
Bye.
Bye. That's a very nice church sister right there. She you know, very nice church sister that. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Turn on the radio. Turn on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to text me address, right?
Yes.
I just deal with the thing for me, Dan, because you don't know.
See, I heard. Just text me.
Just style me, Dan.
But you what? You have to send it to the other phone, not this phone, not the phone we're on right now.
Text that phone and the number, innit?
No, not that phone there. You need to text my phone, the phone with 066.
Alright. You see your phone?
Yeah.
I have the number.
Alright,
text it to me from that number.
No, you what? I'll give it out in a second. As I come off my phone, I'll give out my number. You just log it in.
Alright, then, my general.
Yes, my brother. Straight up.
Alright.
Shoom.
Me not have woman because me not want to commit to any woman.
Yellow. Yellow. Oh, wait.
Be strong and independent. It's 2021. They can be strong and independent as long as me get the glue every now and again.
Yeah.
But if me commit to a woman, she want this, she want that, she want that, and me can't deal with it. It costs me money. Too much money woman cost me. So it's cheaper and more economical to slap and go. No commitment, shung.
It's cheaper and more economical.
Yeah, if marriage is for life, why them have divorce?
Wait there, look how face it.
Yeah, if marriage is for life, why them have divorce?
We have to search for a lyrical faces song right now just for that line.
No banana, yeah, I'm ready. I see I'm fasting done, no long, no Ramadan done. So you see why I have to slap and go? Because them don't keep them word. You see it, them are set things and I forget what them say, so we not forget. So we are tell them, say, yo, slap and go. I shall slap and go.
Yeah, man. I have to big up my grandson, them is pass and all disrespect. I'm a general. Everything I video. CG, tie. You know why you need tie? You tie up everything. CG, real life. Love your and granddad. Alright, the big one now when you in Javel. He's a man where you have your style, but style as style. And big up the General Cedric. My daughter Alisa, anyway the daddy love you. Endlessly, alright. Do the right thing. God arise and all enemies scatter. Hail me General Pastor, no weapon form against you and I shall prosper. So last year. So when you see it clean, you keep it clean. Tie.
Yellow.
Hello.
Hey, my brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I need some of that firepower you got around there, man.
You know, easy to run man, say firepower. Yeah, man, just text me. Don't WhatsApp me. Text me a postcode, yeah?
To this number?
Yes, to this particular number. Yes, mine. This is my number, yeah.
I'm doing that.
Don't WhatsApp it. Text it, yeah? Thanks.
Yeah.
Enough respect, bro.
Bless it.
Yeah. That young man has just renamed the sex insurance policies to firepower. Yellow.
What up?
Straight up. Everything good? Straight up. Shum. Big up Evangelist Demas. Big up yourself. Yes. The sex insurance number that every man need is 079 44 777 066. I must say, the way the thing is going good, I have limited supply, but the only problem I had, I have to explain to my customers, is that the manufacturer raised up the price for me. So I have to save up some more money for go back a shop because me over budget. One of the over under budget. You know, when you make certain amount of money from a buckle, you know